by. This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
Hockey and basketball fans, we're back at the Bismarck Event Center getting set for consolation action here at the State A tournament in the fabulous Event Center in the capital city of Bismarck. It's our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Timely services that don't slow you down. 15-minute oil changes, locations at Minot, Bismarck. Find them online at VIOC. Getting set for Delax Burlington, the Lakers, and the Wapton Huskies. A couple of hard luck losers yesterday in the opening round. And alongside Joe KITTELL, Todd DOMRES, welcoming you to consolation action here at the State A It's that game that nobody wants to play in, right? But I can tell you from having played in one of these myself in the Sunshine Bracket at the Super A, you want to get a win.
Yeah,
you want to get a win today.
Yeah, definitely. You know, obviously both these teams got kind of ran into a brick wall yesterday with both Shiloh Christian and Devils Lake, how well those two teams play. So it's a sour taste in your mouth, and once you get over that, hopefully you can get your team riled up again. You can get the seniors kind of leading the charge, and you can start just playing basketball again. You got 2 days left of your season, and you just got to kind of regroup, refocus, and come out and play your best basketball and see if you can't pick up a win at the state tournament.
Yeah, DLB ran into a buzzsaw yesterday against the Devils Lake Firebirds, and they, from the get-go, found out how good the Devils Lake Firebirds team is. I would say the opposite for Wahpeton. They got off to a nice start, and then Shiloh just kind of ground them down, so to speak, as the basketball game went along. So maybe a little bit of a tale of two psyches here. DLB just got to erase that one quick. Wahpeton probably had a little bit of that. Man, we could have hung with those guys a little bit longer probably.
Yeah, no question. I think, DLB's the one bright spot was Feller yesterday. I thought he played really well, had 30 points, and was extremely aggressive, and he's a competitive kid, so I feel like he's going to come back out today and try to play his best basketball as well. But you're right. Wahpeton played a really good basketball game. They cut it to 1 at one time with about 4 minutes left to go in the second quarter, and then Shiloh went on a 10-0 run. And they really never could get close enough to call it a game after that. And so I think if you're the Wahpeton Huskies, you know that you know that you can play with the big boys, and you know that you are one of the big boys. And it's just one of those things that now today you got to show up and figure out a way to get that W and to prove it to yourselves and prove it to everybody watching across the state.
Of course, got 4 today here on PSP, the PSP network, as our semifinals should be great, but coming up next in the consolation round, you'll have Beulah and Killdeer, no strangers in that matchup.
Probably for the 4th time this year.
Yeah, at least the 2nd time those two teams have squared off. And then our semifinals should be fantastic. Devils Lake and Shiloh, and Killdeer and Thompson. Should be a great afternoon and evening of basketball. You can just keep it locked right here to the PSP network, and we'll bring you all 12 games from the boys' A tournament at the Event Center. All right, fans, our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show rolls on. We'll come back and get set for tip-off here. The Valvoline Instant Oil Change, find them online at VIOC.com. The Huskies, the Lakers, lineups, and the tap after this break here on PSP.
So Carson, how do I become a great football player like you?
Well, practice and having a professional team to answer the call and handle anything you throw their way is also important.
Hey Carson, thanks for teaching crew about community banking at First Western. First Western, you can bank on us.
The Jersey Mike's catering box is the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's gonna go, so.
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved. Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
For those who dream big, Ackerman Estvold is here with the latest tools and innovations to design smart. Our team of architects and engineers carefully plan every step of construction, making it possible to build bold. And most importantly, we know how valuable it is to give back, ensuring our communities continue to thrive for generations to come. That's Ackerman Estvold.
Have over 60 years combined experience in the field. Not only are we writing estimates, talking with customers, we're in the shop working alongside of our team members.
I've always had a very strong passion for repairing vehicles. I've been doing it since I've been in high school, and I've always enjoyed seeing the vehicle repaired back to the original conditions.
Thank you for the opportunity to serve the Bismarck-Mandan community for the last 7 years. We look forward to expanding into our new addition to better serve our customers, Centennial Collision and Paint.
Rooted in the heart of our vibrant communities stands Brevera Bank, offering complete financial services for banking, wealth management, and insurance. From From home loans and checking accounts
Let me tell you about the cashback rewards with this account.
to wealth management, we'll help you forge your path ahead.
Let's create a plan to reach your financial goals. Sounds great.
With specialty insurance coverage, our advisors ensure your operation can carry on.
Looks like it's going to be a great harvest.
Learned a lot about why local matters. Unlike those guys, we take pride in our work and back our tires with our Plus Plan guarantee to get the most out of your tire's lifespan.
Are the tires the same size on all the sides?
We strive to provide great value to our guests and lowest prices guaranteed.
That's not good.
Stop at a trusted tire and auto and get a set of tires from people you know and trust, and will even match those guys.
Relax, Spas Etc., Bismarck's #1 hot tub and sauna dealer, brings luxury and wellness straight to your home. Discover top brands, Sundance hot tubs, and Michael Phelps swim spas that deliver not just relaxation, but real therapeutic benefits. Right now, save up to $5,000 or enjoy up to 72 months interest-free financing. Visit us today at 1420 East Main Avenue in Bismarck and experience the best deals for yourself.
Todd DOMRES, Joe KITTELL back at the Bismarck Event Center as we get set for consolation game #1 today from Estate A. Delax Burlington 16-9 on the season, and the Wahpeton Huskies 17-9 on the season. Devils Lake defeating DLB yesterday 73-49, and Shiloh taking care of Wahpeton 74-54, so it sets up the Lakers and the Huskies today. Here's your starting fives. First off for the Wahpeton Huskies, the Region 1 runner-up this year. And they'll go at guards. Braden Steffens is in the lineup today, the 6'1 junior, their leading scorer. Joined that backcourt by Trayton Mauk, the 5'10 senior. Bjorn Kubala is a 6'3 senior. Jack Gilbertson getting the start today, the 6-foot freshman. And Landon Ralph, the 6'2 junior, in the lineup today for 19th year head coach Jeff Ralph and the Wahpeton Huskies. For Chris Brown and the DLB, the Delax Burlington Lakers, they'll go like this. Colton Feller is a guard, along with Levon Duchesne. Both of those guys are seniors. And the third guard in the lineup is going to be Drew Rodacker, the 5'9 senior as well. One forward is Jake, the only forward is Jake Schaefer, 6'1 senior, and Jace Crockett, the 5th senior in the lineup. He stands 6'6" and plays the middle. Well, DLB had their 10-game winning streak broken yesterday in that loss to Devils Lake and the Wahpeton Huskies. I know Coach Ralph, and that's a proud guy.
Yeah.
And I have a feeling that the Huskies are going to come out here, not that the DLB Lakers aren't, but I have a sneaky suspicion that the Wahpeton Huskies is going to come out aggressive today.
Yeah, very competitive, like you said, a very proud and competitive guy. He's definitely going to have his team ready to play today, especially since he's got a lot of young kids on the floor too. He's going to coach these guys for the next few years. He can use this as a learning tool and a building tool and to get better. For Coach Brown, with the amount of seniors he has, and Feller, Duchesne, Rodacker, Schaefer, Crockett, all 5 starters, this is more of a pride game for them. This is more of a go out on the right foot and see if you can't get this thing done. So I think there's 2 different coaching styles tonight when this is, play for your seniors, play proud, guys. You got 2 games left. And for Coach Ralph, it's more of all right, let's get better today. Let's take advantage. Let's get ourselves in a position that we can be back here again next year.
All right, well, folks, if you're watching us on our live stream today on our YouTube platform, we usually have a scoreboard operating on there, but I will get that squared away, maybe at the quarter break.
There you go.
All right, fans, we're ready for basketball. And the tip is controlled by the Wahpeton Huskies. They put it in the hands of their quarterback immediately. Here comes Braden Steffens against a man-to-man defensive set for the for the DLB Lakers. High screen and roll. Lakers are switching it. Steffens still on the bounce. Kubla now to Mock. Straightaway three. Bingo.
Yeah, I mentioned it numerous times yesterday. Mauk is such a quick athlete. He's able to get that easy burst. That time use his quickness to be able to help him step back and get a little separation to knock down the three.
Senior Athlete of the Year in football this year in his division. Mauk gets the first two of the game. Jace Crockett tried to get loose down low. He missed it. Kubler rebounds.
Yeah, Wapton came out in a little full court press there, trying to speed this game up right off the start.
Huskies in the road purples today, outlined in yellow, as Mauk goes up top to Ralph. Hand back to Mauk. Thinks about it, jab right, go left, kick in the corner. Kubla will launch from downtown. That's too strong. Rebound long to Jace Crockett.
Yeah, good rebound there from Crockett, tracking the long rebound down, long shot, long rebound. He tracks it all the way down to the three-point line.
3-0 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Wapton on top. DLB gets a post up from Jake Schaefer. Inside out Feller from deep. Yes, sir.
Yeah, starts off just where he finished yesterday. He had 29 points in that ball game. A lot of those, I think 23 of those coming in the second half. So good to see Feller get off to a good start here.
Rain in threes early from the Bismarck Events Center in the Sunshine Bracket. Two teams playing man-to-man defense. It's one thing about this field you don't see in the A division anymore. Not the old sagging man traditional zone defense that you saw in Class B basketball.
Yeah,
this middle class is a hard-nosed defensive type of man-to-man league.
Yeah, no question. They have a good amount of kids in their school. They're able to play lots of bodies if they need to, and they can get after people defensively. A lot of kids that play multiple sports, competitive kids. So yeah, definitely good athletes out there running around playing man-to-man. 1-2-1-1 little zone press trap here for Huskies again.
Duchesne lobs over the timeline. Feller into the front court. Skips it to Rodacker, and DLB sets the O against this man-to-man defense for the Huskies. Feller gets loose in the right wing. Handoff. Duchesne attacking in the middle of the painted area. Throws up an airbank.
A good rebound there from Mao coming out of the weak side. Flying high at his low stature, but able to go get that rebound.
Leads into a transition opportunity, but Gilbertson couldn't finish it. And then bodies get tangled up at midcourt, and there's going to be a foul whistled there. Looks like on the Wapton Huskies.
Yeah, Malk used his body there to deflect the pass. A lot of body on that contact. Did create a turnover, just not enough. Just ends up being a good foul call.
And Trayton Malk, an all-state football player, picks up that first personal foul. Yeah, he's an explosive guy. That's a quick twitch athlete right there.
Yesterday, his first move, it came out of nowhere. He hadn't made a move yet all game, and all of a sudden he was by people.
I'd like to put him and Hudson Sheldon in a little foot race. Launching for three. Jake Schaefer buries it.
We have a three-point contest here. All three field goals made. All three are from the three-point line.
Good to see Jake Schaefer get off to a good start. There's a dribble drive and a score for Bjorn Kubala.
Yeah, good take from him. He had another nice basketball game yesterday as well. Good to see here from Gilbertson in that trap.
Oh, they get a steal. Missed shot for Gilbertson, but a rebound put back for Braden Steffens.
Yeah, I love this mindset from Coach Ralph. Come out and press. Let's just play hard and get ourselves into this game right away, even though it's not where we wanted to be coming into the week.
Huskies on top, 7-6 in your BNC Bank scoreboard. Now they force a tie-up as they had Levon Duchesne in a phone booth over there. And a tied-up basketball will belong to the Huskies. Excuse me, will belong to the Lakers. Schaefer back to Crockett on the right wing. 4.5 to play in our first quarter. 7-6, Wapton on top of DLB. Duchesne from the left side, hand back to Feller. Quick trigger three from the left side, no.
Good rebound from Landon Ralph, just boxing out Crockett. Nice, two big players battling inside there.
Ralph, the, I'll say undersized post for the Wapton Huskies.
The Kurt Rambis of the Class Single A.
Oh, yeah, he's got the Reggie Jackson goggles on. Deep three for Steffens, no. Rebound to Feller, and he splits a double team, and he flies into the front court.
Kind of reminds me of that player from Indiana State last year that had that great run with the goggles and the big frame. And
DLB, oh, they get a second chance. Missed shot turns into a layup for Jake Schaefer off the nice feed from Jace Crockett.
Yeah, a little man-to-man pressure here now from DLB, trying to counter-punch Wapaton's zone press.
Gilbertson into the front court, gets deep with a paint touch. Outside Kubala as DLB leads 8-7 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. with 3:27 to play in our first quarter. Kubla. Steffens got that mid-range game locked in from the right elbow, couldn't hit it. Tracking down a rebound in the right corner is Malk. Fires it way up top, and that's going to be over and back. Not an over and back, just a turnover as it sails out of bounds.
Yeah, unforced turnover there from Wapaton. Kind of got caught in the corner, tight roping and trying to keep it in balance, and not one player ran to him to help him. They all just kind of stood around, and he tried to make a pass to the half-court line, but unfortunately the ball goes out of bounds.
Hard to get the engines cranked up sometimes at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Sometimes it is.
But both these teams come out here with a pretty good start as Schaefer turns and burns a pull-up jumper on the left baseline. Easton Anderson has an offensive rebound.
Yeah, the sixth man, the senior sixth man as well. So 6 seniors are already getting good minutes in this game.
And Colton Feller is slicing and dicing the defense, and he hits a floater in the middle of the lane.
I mean, he is an incredibly fast, strong athlete in his own right. Get to his shot whenever he wants to.
DLB leads 10-7. The Lakers had a hard time getting 10 points in a quarter yesterday against the Devils Lake Firebirds. Gilbertson absorbs some contact, fires from 10. Middle lane, couldn't hit it. Rebound there to Kyler Fisher, who's on for DLB. They put it in the hands of their quarterback to the Lakers with a high screen and roll for Feller. From the top, he bobbled it, and it's a turnover. Taken away there by the Huskies, Trayton King. Steffens with the crossover. Schaefer's got the assignment on him. The Lakers and the Huskies both been man-to-man throughout. I don't think we're going to see a zone today at all.
No, I doubt we'll see one. I know Lakers threw out a little bit of a zone yesterday against Shiloh, but I don't think we'll see one here today.
Ralph comes inside out. Steffens, 18-footer straight on. Got it.
Yeah, deep two, but good two there for Steffens. Rising up right inside the three-point line, getting fully extended, knocking down the shot from right to left.
He's got 4, and it's a 1-point game. 10-9, DLB leads by a single point. Delax Burlington, the Lakers on top by 1 with 1.5 to play in the first quarter of this consolation matchup here in the State A. Good to have you tuned in to PSP today.
Yeah.
Todd Domrese, Joe Kittel.
This quarter is just flying by. We mentioned no media timeouts in this one. We're already at 1.5 minutes left of the first quarter.
Feller trying to get it to Crockett, taken away. King floating into the front court, absorbing and shooting, trying to bank it off, no good. Schaefer rebounds. Back comes DLB.
King, a freshman as well. Nice body. Didn't play a lot yesterday, but Coach Ralph going into early tonight.
And
today, I should say.
Landon Ralph, a little nickel and dimer in transition, gets a body foul called on him.
Yeah, you can tell Coach Ralph is, obviously he's got a few seniors in there, and Kubala and Mauk, but and DeVries, but definitely leaning on these underclassmen here in this game so far this morning.
Yeah, we'd be about at the 5-minute mark of the first quarter.
We'd be about 5 timeouts into this thing already.
Yeah, exactly. A little more flow today.
Yeah, 2 fouls called and hardly
nice
any dead balls.
Kubala with a takeaway. Took it right away from Schaefer. Leaves it off. King bobbled it. Mauk has it, but he's stuck in the middle of the lane amongst the trees. Way out front, Kubala. Jab right, go left, spin, jump hook. Yes! Nice.
Yeah. Great move from Kubala right there. Just gets into the middle of the lane, uses his long arms to make the teardrop floater bounce around the rim and down.
And the Huskies now lead by a point. 10-11 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. They make managing money easy. When your life is busy at BNC Bank, and now it looks like the Lakers are going to hold for the final shot here in our first quarter. Huskies by a point as Feller gets it on the right wing to Schaefer. Now they reverse it left side.
Double screen here for Feller, coming off of it with 8 seconds left in the game clock.
Fisher has to attack the lane. Now in a back cut, they get it to Feller, and he floats it home.
What a great back cut by Feller. He's showed up this afternoon already in this one.
And Kubala couldn't hit one from the timeline, and a good first quarter is in the books. Delax Burlington on top, 12-11 at the end of 1. And we're back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
So Carson, how do I become a great football player like you?
Well, practice and having a professional team to answer the call and handle anything you throw their way is also important.
Hey Carson, thanks for teaching crew about community banking at First Western. First Western, you can bank on us.
The Jersey Mike's catering box is the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's going to go. So,
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved. Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
For those who dream big, Ackerman Estvold is here with the latest tools and innovations to design smart. Our team of architects and engineers carefully plan every step of construction, making it possible to build bold. And most importantly, we know how valuable it is to give back, ensuring our communities continue to thrive for generations to come. That's Ackerman Estvold.
Oh, we had some flow in that quarter. Oh, nice set play out of the timeout as Wahpeton drew one up for Alex Cummings, who got the backside layup.
Yeah, 6'5" junior comes in, gets a diagonal screen right off the start of the second quarter here, and gets a wide open layup.
Look at that. Lo and behold,
We got it working.
the scoreboard is back, and so is Jace Crockett laying one in.
Yeah, Jace Crockett getting into the scorebook here. First touch on the offensive end for him. Gets the layup.
All you got to do is unplug it.
Unplug it and start it again. You're like you're an IT guy.
When in doubt, reboot. Now 1 minute into the second quarter, Mauk from the left corner couldn't hit the three ball. Duchesne has a chance in transition. Wahpeton up to the task, though, against him. Tips his pass to Jake Schaefer. DLB by a point. 7:01 to play in the first half. Hand back to Schaefer. Right side of the lane, floats one up with one hand. Rebound, Crockett had a hand on it, but it's cleared by Steffens. 1-on-2, Steffens don't care. He goes right to the rack. Oh, return to sender is.
Yeah, big block there from Kyler Fisher, the 6-foot junior, skying high in transition. Good job getting back and blocking the leading scorer for Wahpeton, Steffens, in transition.
Yeah, the long arms of the law. Fisher there, the 6-foot junior, as you said. Steffens got a wry smile on his face, like, I don't know how that guy got that one.
Little token pressure here, a little picking him up at half court, little man-to-man.
Isn't it amazing how much better the game flows without 12 media timeouts?
Yeah. As you said, they weren't going to zone. They are in a zone now.
Oh, and you get Jace Crockett down low. Nice feed from Feller.
Yeah, a little 3-2 extended matchup zone there for Wahpeton, and they were able to attack the baseline with only two players down there. Jace Crockett with another bucket.
DLB has got 4 from Jace Crockett, and they lead 16-13 with 6:12 to play in the first half. DeVries into the contest. Oh, down the right side, and he double pumps and scores.
Yeah, good job of using his body to get around his defender, getting his head and shoulders through, knocking down the easy layup.
And a little kick basketball at the timeline. We can tell you that today's game brought to you in part by Swenson RV and Marine. Official Tracker Marine dealer with Tracker and Nitro fishing boats. Find them online at swensonrv.com. Today's game also brought to you in part by Dakota Square Arco. Convenience items, quality fuel, touchless car wash, the best customer service. Dakota Square Arco on the west side of Dakota Square Mall in the Magic City of Minot. Little high post rub. Feller off of that screen. Oh, he got a friendly roll from about 15.
Yeah, Feller loves getting that handoff, especially at 15 feet, getting that handoff going from his left to his right. He gets the handoff and rises immediately after the catch.
Steffens to Gilbertson. And now Ralph. Gilbertson got it in there, but he got it poke checked away. Steffens has it, trying to operate there against Rodacker. Inside out, Kubella with the rack attack.
Quick bounce. Cabela, I think that's the best way to describe his game, is he gets off the floor quickly there. He had Jace Crockett lined up to block that shot, and he wasn't able to get there because Cabela got to the rim first.
And DLB, that pressure from the Huskies got to him there. They threw it out of bounds.
I love the idea of pressing in this game. It's not nearly the same, but I remember when I coached AAU basketball and you had those 8 o'clock games, we'd come out and press too, just to get our guys woke up a little bit and just start throwing some punches. And I think that's a great call by Coach Ralph in this one. Get his team playing hard and sweating early.
Mauk couldn't finish it amongst the big guys. going coast to coast. Missed shot by Rodecker, but there is Feller to finish it up.
Yeah, great hustle from Feller there. Just following the play, just not giving up on the play, making sure he was there if the miss happened, and the miss did happen, and he gets the 21 tap in there for 2.
4:38 to play in our first half. DLB on top, 20-17 over Wapton, who has possession. And a steal. Good passing lane defense there by Feller. Gets it back from Schaefer. And DLB slows it up momentarily. We can tell you today's game brought to you by Envision Cooperative. Energy Agronomy C-Stores. You can do it together with them at Envision Cooperative.
Yeah, really mixing it up. Now they're going to man on misses and zone on makes.
I love that. Hit the high post, have a backside cut for an easy layup for Jake Schaefer. And you get a First International Bank and Trust timeout on the floor. Coach Ralph wants to talk about a short timeout, and we break. 4:09 to play in our first half. It's DLB 22 and the Wahpeton Huskies 17. This is the First International Bank and Trust timeout on the floor.
There's pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
Good start here for Delax Burlington, leading by 5 halfway through the second quarter.
Yeah, it really came out hot to start here. They're winning this quarter 11-10, so good job of just stretching that lead out.
Gilbertson tries a baseline drive, cut off there by Feller. Straight away, deep, quick trigger 3. Ralph couldn't hit it. Rebound DeVries. Inside out, Kubala. No, long on the 3. Another chance.
Good hustle from Mauk, using that speed to track down the long rebound.
And Wahpeton with a third chance on this possession. Chris Brown up off the bench, encouraging his team to block out and get some defensive rebounds. Kubala up top, tries a drive down the right side of the lane against a good contest there by Duchesne, and a missed shot rebound did by Jace Crockett of Delax Burlington.
Jace Crockett still got that big bandage on his arm from yesterday's blow on the stairs yesterday. Cut his arm pretty good. I was kind of curious if he was going to come out with anything on there today, and he sure has got that bandaged up again.
As Feller was weaving through the defense, was short on the shot, and then the rebound ricochets off of a couple guys that'll belong to Delax Burlington. Last touch by the Huskies. Yeah, you and me both. I was thinking that he was going to have stitches, or
there might be a stitch or some glue underneath that thing, because that thing had an awkward diagonal slit to it.
Schaefer wants it from the right side of the lane. The elbow couldn't hit it. Rebounded Gilbertson. Quickly ahead to Vries. Spins into the lane. Kick out Mauk. Trailing to play is Ralph. He'll set the puppies from downtown. Oh, in and out, Heartbreak Hotel. A rebound, last touch on the weak side by DeVries off of the Huskies.
Yeah, good shot there from Landon Ralph. A little frustrated. He had that thing all the way down. Touched almost a couple pieces of the net before popping back out. Back to their 1-2-1-1 full court press here. Get some pressure in the corners.
Landon Ralph would be a kid that you don't have to guess what he's thinking, because he wears that emotion on his face,
definitely
on his sleeve.
Definitely a coach's kid.
You can tell that right away. Rodecker sets the offense for the DLB Lakers with 2.5 to play first half. Feller, nice steal. Taken away there by Landon Ralph, but then he kicks it right to DeVries. Went off the back of his foot.
Yeah, great anticipation there on the spin move from Ryan and Ralph. Gets a tip of it. Tried to play point guard. Probably not his specialty, but the Wahpeton Huskies were able to keep the basketball.
He's got a future in soccer after that little tip with the back of the foot. Kubala, right side, hit the block. Couldn't hit it. Rebound Ralph, the big fellow working on the glass, and he got hit on the putback. He'll shoot a couple.
Yeah, nice anticipation of the miss there from Ralph. Little Kurt Rambis-like we talked about, Dennis Rodman-like, just reading the ball off the glass and getting around his defender to get to the offensive rebound.
And Landon Ralph averaging 6.9 a game, the 6'2 junior. Has a couple from the Serve Pro stripe, and he's long on the first one. 7 points yesterday for Landon Ralph. He came out hot.
Yeah, averaged 6 points a game and had the first 5 points, or just about 7, had the first 5 points of the game for the Wahpeton Huskies.
Second one is good. A kid that's made 26 threes on the season. Landon Ralph makes 1 of 2. Kubala, the long arms of the law, has a steal. He goes in with the rack attack. Couldn't hit it. DeVries pulls out a rebound. Another steal and an opportunity for the Huskies. Little pick and roll. Steffens inside to Ralph. Now Kubala on the right wing. Way up top with 1:40 to play in the first half to Steffens.
Play a little action off the high post here. Going to rub a couple screeners. Kubala's going to pop to the 3. Look for the post touch.
And they tried to go high-low, and a bad angle pass sails out of bounds. Turnover Huskies.
Coach Ralph wants to have a little loud discussion with his guys right there after the execution on the offensive end there.
And a time on the floor brought to you by First International Bank and Trust. Been doing it since 1910 when they were founded. And you can find First International Bank and Trust online at FIBT.com. 90 seconds to play first half. DLB 22 and the Huskies 18. This is the State A on the PSP Network. DLB by 4. Wapton extending some token pressure. Fisher has it in the middle of the court. Now to Feller, and in the front court, the DLB Lakers set up shop. Moving right to left, that's north to south here at the event center. Down low, Crockett. Top of the key now, Schaefer. Left side, Rodocker. Looks like the Huskies back into that little zone defense now again, Joe.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Yeah, it's matchup zone. Steffens didn't go with him.
Down to 5 to shoot with a minute to play. Rodocker, right side, Schaefer's got to create a shot. Step back 3. No, missed everything.
Yep.
And that'll be a shot clock violation. Pretty good defensive set there for the Huskies. I was watching Steffens like, is this man-to-man or is this a matchup? And
I think it's a matchup, and so when he cut across the free throw line, he was kind of eyeballing to see if anybody was going to pick him up in the matchup, and a little confusion there, but they got away with it with DLB not being able to get a shot off before the buzzer.
So you're saying that's just good recognition?
Yeah, matchup, sometimes you have to go with those cross-lane cutters if it's a true matchup zone.
As Kubala, quick trigger 3, maybe doing a 2-for-1. Bjorn Kubala, you think he's that well aware?
The old NBA 2-for-1?
Well, I like it. He fired it up, and now they got 4 or 5 second differential on the shot clock, so they may get a chance. DLB with 20 to shoot and 23 on the game clock can run it pretty well down. Feller taken away. Landon Ralph in the passing lane, but he touched it last as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, good hustle from Landon. He's made a couple plays like that on the defensive end now where he's just kind of baiting his team into, the opponent into passing to where he's at, and he makes his good first step and gets a deflection there. 9 seconds on the shot clock.
Rodocker throws it to absolutely nobody. Here comes a developing 2-on-1. Kubala up ahead to DeVries. He's tied up and bottled up, and it goes out of bounds off of DLB with 5.3 to play. Here's your 2-for-1.
2-for-1, they got it. They got what we talked about, the old NBA 2-for-1.
Well, and all of a sudden, this game had a lot of scoring in the first, let's say, 12 minutes, but the last 4?
Yeah, Huskies only scored 7 so far in this half to the 10 of DLB.
Mauk leaves it for Steffens. And he bobbled it right into the Laker bench. And with 0.5 to play, looks like we're going to go to the break with DLB leading 22-18 as Feller launches one full court. And that sails into the stands. And we go to our Magic Towing halftime upcoming after this break. At the break, consolation action here at the State A. DLB, Des Lacs Burlington 22 and Wahpeton 18. Halftime activities are next here on the PSP Network.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
An injury can happen anywhere, at any time, to anyone. It's not really something you can schedule on your calendar. But when it happens to you and it's not your fault, there's one law firm to remember. That firm is Schweigert, Clemeen, and McBride. We live here and take pride in helping our community. We know this area inside and out. We put in the work and fight for what's right so justice can prevail for you. That is what we're all about. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemeen, and McBride.
The foundation of the financial planning approach at Legacy Financial Partners is a personal relationship. Our unique and collaborative approach to financial planning starts with your dreams, not just the numbers. We will work with you regularly to take action to update your plan as your needs evolve, recommending products and services that are right for your situation.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
Oh, Gary did not save the number. Magic Towing.
Oh, Gary.
Brings you our halftime report. Call them today, 701-509-4011. Magic Towing. You blow it, they'll tow it. They serve Western North Dakota. If you mention the PSP Network, next time you need a tow, they'll save you $50 off that tow. DLB on top in this consolation matchup, 22-18. I'll say a productive first quarter, and then it dried up in that second quarter as the Lakers lead by 4. Let's run through those halftime numbers, and then we'll get you a B&C scoreboard update, the other action happening across the state.
Yeah, for the Wahpeton Huskies, they trail here by 4. They trailed by 1 at the end of the first quarter. They shot 29% from the field in that first half. They only made 1 of their 8 3-point attempts at 12%. And only shot 2 free throws. Only 2 free throws were shot in the whole first half. They went 1 for 2 from that. They were led by Bjorn Kubella. He had 6 points and 3 steals, in that first half. Got 4 points out of Braden Steffens, 3 points out of Trayton Mauk, 2 points apiece for Jackson DeVries and Alex Cummings, and 1 point for Landon Ralph. For the DLB Lakers, they shot 50% from the field, 10 of 20. 2 for 5 from the 3, knocking down 2 3-pointers. They were led in scoring by 11 points from Colton Feller. He also added 2 steals. They got 7 points and 4 rebounds out of Jake Schaefer, and they got 4 points and 3 rebounds out of Jace Crockett. So not a lot of offense in that first half, not a lot of scoring. Turnover battle, 8 turnovers for DLB. The pressure's gotten to them a little bit, only 5 for the Huskies, and then the rebound battling. DLB is leading 16-13 in that category.
Yeah, good to see. The one guy that I noticed there, Jake Schaefer, good start for him. Had 4 points yesterday. Already's got 7. So
getting off to a good start. Obviously, not as many big guards that he had to face against yesterday. He's got a little more freedom. He's one of the bigger, stronger, athletic guards on the floor today compared to yesterday, and so he's able to kind of use that speed, quickness, and strength to get to his shot a little bit more easier.
And so if you're following basketball in North Dakota today, you got the B tournament happening in Minot. You got the A tournament here in Bismarck, and they're flip-flops. So the championship semifinals are happening right now up at the Dome, and Bishop Ryan leads our Redeemers with 6 minutes left in the second quarter, 18-10, Ryan on top.
That's the rubber match there. Ryan won the 2 regular season games. Our Redeemers won both titles in the district and in the regional title. So number 5 at the state tournament. It's probably the only, and we're going to see it here in a minute too next with Beulah Killdeer. It's probably the only downside of that challenge game is, you know, you can get to the state tournament and you can play the same team again that you've played already a couple times. So probably the only downside, but I think there's a lot more perks than downside because, like we talked about last night, I know 3 West teams in the Class B, all Minot area teams, and even 4, counting Wilton Wing being a 4th West team. So the best teams do, you know, make it to those points. It's just too bad you have to play a couple that you've already played before in the regular season.
I would venture to say the Dome is buzzing this afternoon.
Oh, it's got to be packed, right?
Oh, with 4 teams within 70 miles of Minot playing for the semifinals today at the State B.
Could really agree with you on that.
All right, fans, thanks to Magic Towing for bringing our halftime report. Des Lacs Burlington leads 22-18 over Wahpeton, and our second half comes up next here on the PSP Network. Again, thanks to Magic Towing. If you blow it, they'll tow it, for bringing you our halftime report.
So Carson, how do I become a great football player like you?
Well, practice and having a professional team to answer the call and handle anything you throw their way is also important.
Hey Carson, thanks for teaching crew about community banking at First Western. First Western, you can bank on us.
The Jersey Mike's catering box is the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's going to go. So
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved.
Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
For those who dream big, Ackerman Estvold is here with the latest tools and innovations to design smart. Our team of architects and engineers carefully plan every step of construction, making it possible to build bold. And most importantly, we know how valuable it is to give back, ensuring our communities continue to thrive for generations to come. That's Ackerman Estvold.
Fans, second half today brought to you by Storian Bank. Their locations in North Dakota and the Four Seasons Restaurant in Garrison. Thanks to one and all of our sponsors for making our postseason coverage happen on PSP. As we are underway in our third quarter. A little set play there, looking for Trayton Mauk. Now they clear out a side. One-on-one for Steffens, leaning in, and he got hit.
Yeah, good play there from Steffens. Just good job jump stopping, shot faking, leaning into the contact and getting himself to the free throw line here. See if they can get a few more points going early in this quarter.
And to the Serve Pro free throw line. Didn't have a lot of that in the first half.
Yeah, only 2 free throws in the first half from both teams.
Steffens couldn't hit it. Serve Pro brings you that free throw action. Fire and water cleanup and restoration at Serve Pro. I want the folks at Serve Pro during the WDA tournament dropping off a stack of gift cards from Shields, just saying, hey, we love what you folks are doing on the PSP Network. Here's some gift cards. Take care of the team.
We love you, Surf Pro.
That is pretty cool. Is from the Serve Pro stripe, Steffens couldn't hit either one. Maybe it's a good thing we haven't been shooting free throws. Jake Schaefer, right on cue, gets going in the second half.
Yeah, really rises up there. Catches it, turns, rises over the defender. Kind of caught the Wahpeton defender off guard a little bit by how quickly he got off his feet to shoot that jump shot.
Yeah, a little cut from the weak side to the strong side. Hit it from the block from about 6. Schaefer's got 2. And now you get a straight-on 3 for Landon Ralph. No good. Gilbertson flying in, looking for an offensive rebound, but he...
Gilbertson coming out of nowhere there.
Ratchets it out of bounds to the Lakers. 24-18 DLB on top on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Huskies going to extend pressure again. Levon Deshane into the front court. Huskies double teaming everywhere. Now they settle in a little man-to-man. High post entry to Crockett. Couple cutters off of him. Somebody zigged when the other guy zagged. Somehow the Lakers get out of there with it with 10 to shoot. Feller breaks down the defense. The double pump. Oh, what a play.
Yeah, Colton Feller, a very fast player. In his shot clock situation, he basically has to make a play for himself to even have a chance, and he does there with the under scoop for the toop.
Now on the other end, you get Steffens working. Jake Schaefer's figuring out what kind of gum Brandon Steffens has got.
Yeah, Steffens has had averaging 16 a game, and he's really struggled to even get good looks these last 2 nights with these defenders all over him.
I think the scouting report has been you better take care of Steffens against the Huskies, and he's been pretty good this year, but he hasn't gotten going this tournament as Gilbertson couldn't hit it in the middle of the paint. That's another guy that they should get going if you're a Huskies fan. He hasn't scored yet either.
No, Gilbertson, good move there, just a little bit too strong on the teardrop.
High post Duchesne. Oh, they go backdoor Feller. Double pump. Oh, it's blocked. He got it back. He puts it up and scores.
Yeah, lots of contact there, but Feller able to not only get the offensive rebound to score in that second contact, just using his athleticism and strength to keep that basketball in his hands.
Don't look now. It's a 10-point lead for the Huskies. Steffens from deep. Oh, it was halfway down from the right wing and spun out.
Yeah, Wahpeton's having trouble scoring, which gives them no chance to get into that press that was so effective in the first half. Got to score to be able to set up the press.
Feller's a one-man wrecking crew right now as he is breaking down the Husky defense as DLB leads 28-18 over Wahpeton with 5:22 to play here in the third quarter.
Feller was 5 for 7 in the first half, just shooting. So not only is he able to get to his shot whenever he wants, he's shooting at a really high percentage right now.
Oh, nice inbounds play, and Duchesne lays it in from the right side.
Yeah, right now the Lakers are getting just about anything that they want. They're running some really nice action. Coach Brown's in his toolbox right now, so to speak.
Kubala forcing the issue on the right side of the lane. He throws it off the glass and scores. And you get a break in the action. Timeout on the floor. Kubala scores for the Huskies, makes it a 10-point game with an even 5 to play. 30-20, DLB on top. And we're back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Relax? Spas Etc., Bismarck's #1 hot tub and sauna dealer, brings luxury and wellness straight to your home. Discover top brands, Sundance hot tubs, and Michael Phelps swim spas that deliver not just relaxation, but real therapeutic benefits. Right now, save up to $5,000 or enjoy up to 72 months interest-free financing. Visit us today at 1420 East Main Avenue in Bismarck and experience the best deals for yourself.
DLB with a nice start here in the third quarter. They led by 4 at halftime, and 3 minutes into the third quarter, Galax Burlington leads by 10. We can tell you today's game brought to you in part by Ryan Family Dealership, trusted name for car buyers in Western North Dakota. Shop their entire inventory at driveryan.com or visit one of their 5 locations in Minot and Williston. Huskies extend pressure. Good job breaking it. Rodacker into the front court. DLB moving south to north. That's left to right from our vantage point at the event center here in Bismarck. Feller against Mauk. Crockett inside out, 1 step in. Rodacker got deep but couldn't finish it. Now you get a run out for Steffens. Crossing over, coming back to the strong hand, missed it. Mauk rebound, putback is in.
Yeah, not an easy take there for Mauk. Mauk doing a good job of hustling back, running with Steffens the whole time. Gets the rebound over Jace Crockett and then scores over Jace Crockett. Good play from Mauk.
Huskies battling. They cut it down to an 8-point lead for DLB. Now you get some good ball pressure there from Steffens. Almost gets a steal from Kubella, but then a little nickel and dimer at the timeline. Bjorn Kubello picks up the foul.
Yeah, Kubello running after the loose ball there, and then just never gave separation, and easy call for the official right out here in the center court.
High post to Duchesne. They look back door to Schaefer. Schaefer has it back on the right side. Shot fake, jump stop, shoot short. Went up to try to get it back, and last touch by the Huskies.
Yeah, Steffens had a chance there to take a charge when Schaefer drove it in there and jump stopped. He kind of did a sideways Olay jump stop and could have easily stepped up and taken a charge there.
They lob it inside to Crockett. Mauk tips it to him. Crockett goes down. 2-car pile up on the floor, and the basketball still belongs to DLB. Hey fans, Minot State brings you today's game. Be seen, be heard, be you at MSU, as does Planet Pizza. No pizza like it. Try the Blue Buffalo or the plain cheese at Planet Pizza and the UPS store for all your packing shipping needs. Kick basketball. Oh, about that hustle there by Trayton Malk. Couldn't save it as he slid about 7 feet on the floor.
Yeah, great hustle there. 26 still on the shot clock. But, yeah, like you said, the ball was bounced off the foot. No actual kick motion, but about as close as you can get to one without getting it.
Under 4 to play in the third. DLB leads by 8, 30-22 in that BNC National Bank scoreboard. Crockett inside out. Rodacker from downtown couldn't hit it. Rebound to Ralph, and here come the Huskies. They can trim into this 8-point DLB lead with a hoop. Malk from the left wing, trying to cross over this man-to-man defense of the Lakers. Kubala working from the top, might have shuffled the puppies, gets it off to Mock in the left wing. He cranks it up for 3. Yes!
Yeah, coming out of that timeout, Coach Ralph called a little bit ago. They're just absolutely on fire now, cutting the lead back down from 11, or they're down 12 at one time, cutting it all the way back down to 5.
The old attitude adjustment timeout?
Yeah, a little attitude adjustment.
And it's been a run keyed here by Trayton Malk.
See if they can't get Feller going again. He was kind of the catalyst of that big lead.
Now Malk in the passing lane almost had a steal. Schaefer with a lazy pass. Might have been tipped to Crockett, 10 to shoot as Feller works from the top. Goes right side Rodacker. Handoff Feller. Feller's loose, pulls up 15 feet. He hit it.
Yeah, he's been the answer to the question every time for Feller. He's already got himself 17 points tonight.
Right wing 15-footer gives DLB back a 7-point lead. Malk from downtown, and he's feeling it.
Yeah, Trayton Malk wants to go out on a high note here as a senior. Wants to make sure that he's given all of his effort. He's already got 3 3-pointers in the game and 11 points.
Makes it a 4-point game, does Trayton Malk, 32-28. Lakers by 4 with 2:15 to play in the third. And now Ralph with a poke away, stepping around the post up for Jace Crockett. Here come the Huskies. Kubala to the right block, leans in, and he got hit there by Duchesne.
Yeah, a little bit just lazy defense there. Kubala guy all the way down the lane. Really had nowhere to go, and Duchesne just kind of let up a little bit and ends up fouling him.
Into the Serve Pro stripe will go Bjorn Kubala, 6'3" senior. Got 8 points today, and he knocks down the first one. Serve Pro brings you those free throws. They got advanced technology at Serve Pro. And we'll have that second Bjorn Kubala free throw when we come back. A First International Bank and Trust timeout on the floor. Oh, it's getting close in this consolation matchup. 2:02 to play, third quarter. Gil Axe Burlington 32, Wahpeton 29, and we're back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Deliver more wonderful birthdays at Trinity Health Family Birth Center. We offer all new private, family-centered suites. Our maternity team provides more personalized support, advanced care, and the reassurances of a NICU and a neonatologist on staff. Take a virtual tour at trinityhealth.org/Family Birth Center. Trinity Health, making more possible.
Alongside the coach, Joe KITTELL, Todd DOMRES back at the Bismarck Event Center. Scott WOODMANSEE waiting in the wings as we have consolation matchups here from the State A. DLB had a 10-point lead not that long ago, and now it's down to 3. We can tell you today's game. Brought to you in part by Swenson RV and Marine. Got campers in their locations in Minot and Bismarck, your official Tracker Marine dealer. Nitro and Tracker fishing boats, Sun Tracker Regency pontoons. Shop online at swensonrv.com. Bjorn Kubala is shooting the second free throw here from the Serve Pro stripe to make it a 2-point contest. Second one, in and out. No good.
Yeah, not great free throw shooting right now for the Huskies. They've only knocked down 2 of their 6 attempts.
Ball went off of, it looked like the Huskies, much to the dismay of the Husky bench. DLB has it off the missed free throw by Kubala. It remains a 3-point lead. Now they got double team on Feller. Tip pass. Schaefer somehow has it. And now the safety, Landon Ralph with a steal. turns into an opportunity for Kubla. Draws contact, count it! And we're a point away.
Look at Landon Ralph out here. He is the energy bug right now. Back by the Wapton Huskies fan section. Fist pumping, flexing, trying to get some energy into this building. Down 11 just a little bit ago. All of a sudden have a chance to tie it with 1:45 left in the first half. Third quarter.
And Bjorn Kubla couldn't tie it up with the old-fashioned three-point play, but a rebound put back. No good there for Steffens. Wapton has it back. Down by 1. 98 seconds to play third quarter. Somebody's holding up a sign that says, Kubla, that's my boy.
That's my boy.
Trayton Mauk breaking down the defense, and he lays it home.
Yeah, 10 points this quarter for Trayton Mauk, and all of a sudden the Huskies have a 1-point lead and can get back into that trap defense.
Huskies dialing up the defense, and the Lakers have to burn a timeout. They weren't going to get it over the timeline. Just a short 30-second break.
It's amazing when they get some made buckets and they can get into that trap. They've been able to really do some nice things, but offensively they had those droughts where they weren't able to score and get into it. So DLB took advantage, but right now Wapton's got all the momentum.
Yeah, well, let's keep this one right here. We can tell you today's game brought to you in part by Envision Cooperative, locations in Rugby, Towner, Mohall, Sherwood, and Wolford. Visit a store near you, Envision Cooperative at Energy Agronomy C-Stores. Today's game also brought to you in part by Dakota Square Arco. Touchless Car Wash, best customer service, quality fuel, convenience items on the west side of Dakota Square Mall. Dakota Square Arco brings you today's game along with Starion Bank locations in North Dakota and the Four Seasons Restaurant in Garrison. Well, the Huskies have gotten this pressure dialed up, forced a few turnovers, and Trayton Mauk has gotten hot.
Yeah, Trayton Mauk's played really well. He's got 3 threes on the game, 10 points in the third quarter, 13 total. Him and Kubela have done a good job of just staying aggressive in this game. See if they can't get Steffens going here in the remaining part of this half.
And it's 33-32. Wapton leads by a point. 1 minute to play in the third. DLB with possession. Feller spins into the lane, leaves it for Crockett. Double teamed, he goes up, and he got fouled.
Yeah, just a little bit too active with the hands there. Got to move your feet if you're Landon Ralph and not go in there trying to get the steal.
You can see the eyebrows and the foreheads scrunching from both coaches right now.
Yeah, tell them it doesn't matter, right? Like, these two guys are both competitive and both trying to figure out a way to get their team a W today, and no lead is comfortable right now.
Jace Crockett makes 1 of 2 from the serve pro stripe, and we are tied.
Yeah, brand new ball game now here with a minute to go in this quarter and the fourth quarter remaining.
33-33. Trayton Mauk from the top. Steffens getting deep right to the rim, and he scored it.
What an awesome screen by Mauk. Mauk makes the pass, then gets his feet set, gets himself in a position to set a great screen. Steffens gets a wide open layup because of his teammate.
Huskies lead by a couple, 35-33. Shot clock, game clock almost identical with 21 seconds to play in the third quarter. Looks like DLB can hold for the final shot here. As you have a count for Rodacher. Now he gets it off to Crockett.
10 on the shot clock.
They'll weave it up. Feller with a step back. No, he airbanked it. Rebound to Ralph with 5 to the timeline. He's flying into the front court. Landon Ralph got bottled up. No call. He hits the deck, and that's the way our third quarter will end with Wahpeton leading by a couple. Fourth quarter comes up next. BNC Bank scoreboard. It's Wahpeton 35, DLB 33.
Learned a lot about why local matters. Unlike those guys, we take pride in our work and back our tires with our Plus Plan guarantee to get the most out of your tire's lifespan.
Are the tires the same size on all the sides?
We strive to provide great value to our guests and lowest prices guaranteed.
That's not good.
Stop at a trusted tire and auto and get a set of tires from people you know and trust, and will even match those guys.
Have over 60 years combined experience in the field. Not only are we writing estimates, talking with customers, we're in the shop working alongside of our team members.
I've always had a very strong passion for repairing vehicles. I've been doing it since I've been in high school, and I've always enjoyed seeing the vehicle repaired back to their original conditions.
thank you for the opportunity to serve the Bismarck-Mandan community for the last 7 years. We look forward to expanding into our new addition to better serve our customers, Centennial Collision and Paint.
Well, DLB had a 10-point lead. Wahpeton has erased that, and now the Huskies lead by 2 as we start the fourth quarter of play.
Yeah, what a half there. 11 points scored by DLB, 17 points scored by the Huskies. Right now, 17 of the 33 points are Colton Fellers. And if you go even one step further, 26 of the 33 are Schaefer and Fellers. So DLB's got to find somebody else or just keep leaning on those two, I guess.
Delax Burlington got a post up there for Schaefer. It was terrible spacing as there's about 3 guys in about 5 feet of the block, and somehow they get a foul called on Wahpeton. DLB inbounds it. Fake a handoff. Double team on Feller, and it's taken away.
Yeah, good defense there. Didn't fall for the fake handoff. Did a good job of just walling up Feller on that one.
Kubala gets it off to Mauk. Huskies by a couple early on here in the fourth quarter. Mauk from deep. Oh, looked good. It was right on, but it hit the back rim.
Yeah, trying to keep that hot streak going for him. He was cooking there in the third quarter, not able to get that first one in the fourth to fall.
40 seconds into the fourth quarter. Huskies by a couple. Duchesne looks back door. Posting up is Schaefer. Can't get it into him. Feller splits another double team. Ralph trying to draw a charge. And Schaefer has it go off his hands in the right corner. Turnover, Lakers.
Yeah, right now, Wahpeton able to use that momentum and that energy to play good defense. They are all over the DLB, the drivers right now.
Yeah, Coach Brown saying, hey, he
foul.
aggressively came into Colton Feller and caused that errant pass. Might have a point. Some of those things you've got to listen to as official, right?
Yeah, no doubt. You got to, if you've been calling it the same way on both sides, that's the easy answer is we're letting them play a little bit. But you definitely are going to listen and make sure that you're not doing anything that takes away from the team that's playing the games out there.
Braden Steffens hits a pull-up jumper from the right wing. Oh, nice pick. Kubala takes it away, gets it back to Steffens. Huskies lead by 4.
Yeah,
37-33.
If they can keep the pressure on the offense, they'll be able to get in that press. I like where Wahpeton's sitting right now.
Huskies entered on the right wing. Mauk fires it up top. Kubala enters the left side of the lane. Little back screen for Mauk. He's pinned down low. Fades and fires from the block. Hit the deck. No good. Feller rebounds. Gets it up to Duchesne.
I think Steffens could have taken another charge there. Feller was a little bit out of control, and Steffens could have taken the charge at the half-court line.
Levon Duchesne got it off to Rodacker. Levon has it back. Now you get it to Feller on the right wing. Feller into a double team, and this time he gets the call.
Yeah, I think it's going to be on Steffens. Ralph did a good job of stepping over and stopping the play. Yeah, they're going to call it on Steffens. He was on the side of Feller. Out of defensive guard, legal guarding position, knocks him on his left side, going up for the right-handed layup.
Well, I think you might be onto something here, Coach. I think it's going to be Colton Feller or bust for the DLB Lakers.
He seems like the one guy that has that look in his eye, that aggressive nature, trying to figure out a way to get them back in the score column. It's been a while. It's been a little bit of a drought.
Serpro brings you the free throws as it goes in and out and back in for Colton Feller. How about the tournament brewing for him? Nearing 20 points today. Had 9 yesterday?
Yeah, 29 yesterday, 18 right now today.
Misses the second one. Trayton Mauk flies in for a rebound. The Huskies have it, leading by 3, 37-34 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Under 6 to play in the contest. First game of the day from the event center. First of 4 on the PSB network. Mauk with a killer crossover, back to the spin. Oh, return to sender. Feller blocked it. Now you get Feller into the front court, leaves it for Duchesne. Duchesne breaking down the defense and scoring.
Yeah, Duchesne with a nice take there. Get the ball up the court in transition. He's able to attack the closeout, get it right to the middle of the lane and score.
And now Rodecker gets into Kubala a little bit. That's a foul on Rodecker.
Important possession here for the Huskies. Got to keep that lead, got to keep the pressure on, got to be able to set up that press.
37-36, Wahpeton on top. 5:18 to play in the game. Kubala enters it on the wing to Steffens. Mauk down the right side of the lane. Oh, he flew into a shot, missed it. Oh, and then Ralph had his shot fly swatted by Crockett.
Yeah, great defense there by Crockett, challenging Mauk and then blocking Ralph. Good job by, good aggressive defense there by Jace Crockett, just staying in the play.
DLB has gotten a couple stops, they've gotten a couple hoops, and they've turned the momentum ever so slightly. Feller, oh, good defense by Steffens as it goes out of bounds off of Felder.
Yeah, really good defense by Steffens, sliding his feet, cutting off Feller, trying to go behind his back, cuts him off, bounces off Feller. Huskies ball.
Everybody's in a little bit of a lather here, and 1:59 in the afternoon. 4:40 to play. Huskies by a single point.
Little mid-afternoon classic.
Gilbertson, haven't heard from him all day. That might have been partially blocked by Crockett, as the big 6'6" guy is influencing his will here on a couple of missed shots here by the Huskies.
I think Coach Brown needs one of those plays. Yeah, he's calling one of his sets. He's had some really good ones today. Good opportunity here to see if they can't create some offense.
Feller double teamed. Oh, and it's blocked out of bounds by Mauk, but it couldn't be saved there by Landon and Ralph.
What good defense by Mauk. This matchup, Mauk and Feller, is a really good one. Two great athletes that can slide to slide, making plays.
Well, yeah, I've been trying to call the game, but ISO on that at the same time. I'm like, that's fun to watch.
And they're two stud athletes. Both stand about, 5'10" maybe at best, and able to slide and keep their feet. Good athletes going at each other right now.
Down to 5 to shoot. Fisher's got to hurry. Leaves it down low. Crockett layup good.
Really good patience there by Fisher. Driving to a spot, jumping to stopping, making a good bounce pass. Crockett scores as the buzzer is about to horn.
And DLB back on top. 38-37. Back and forth we go. Mauk from the free throw line to Gilbertson.
Huskies are falling into that little bit of one of those ruts that they got in the third and second quarter of just not being able to score.
Steffens from downtown couldn't hit it, and Mauk will ratchet it out of bounds on the weak side carom, and it will go to the Lakers. And we'll get a First National Bank and Trust time on the floor. We'll step aside. Delax Burlington 38. Wapaton 37, 3:29 to play in the game. It's officially in the pressure cooker.
Your bank had your back or would go the extra mile to give you the service and attention you need. Partnering with the right community bank can make all the difference. We like to think of a community bank as one that supports its local community. You need to know that whatever your financial future holds, your bank will be there to provide practical support. As a community bank, BNC National Bank will be there for whatever you need in the long haul. Reach out to our team today to learn more about how we're able to help you succeed. Member FDIC.
Updated score from the Minot State Dome. The semifinals, Bishop Ryan leading our Redeemers 35-24. 5 minutes left in the third. And here, Delax Burlington leads Wapaton 38-37. Duchesne gets to Feller, lobs it for Crockett, layup, another one is down.
Yeah, great job breaking the press there, Duchesne and Feller. Crockett runs the floor on the left side. Feed the big man when he runs that hard. Layup, Lakers.
And the Lakers lead by 3. Gilbertson going to the spin cycle, shot faking, inside out. Mauk for the tie. No, too strong. Landon Ralph rebounds. Gets it off to Steffens. Second chance for the Huskies. Wapaton hasn't scored in a bit.
Yeah, it's been a major drought here. They've only got 2 points this quarter, so haven't been able to crack that scoring like they did in the third.
And Mauk got deep but couldn't finish it. Now you got a 3-on-2 developing. Feller keeps it, gets into Steffens' body, and flips it off the glass for 2.
Yeah, Landon Ralph did a good job of getting back and contesting. Feller just too strong, too good there. Scores his 20th point of the game.
DLB has a turnover as Kubala loses the handle. Nice answer here for the Lakers. Uncle Mo had completely swung to the Huskies, and DLB somehow has gotten it back.
Yeah, I'd get that ball in Feller's hand here. They're about one bucket away from breaking this thing open.
Jake Schaefer poked away from him, out of bounds. Lakers will retain possession with 16 on the shot clock and 2:07 to play in the game. 5-point lead for Deluxe Burlington. 42-37 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Schaefer lobs it in to Crockett. Fires it down low. Somehow, Feller, in amongst a triple team, got the basketball and then was fouled by Landon Ralph.
Yeah, I mean, I can't explain to you how close Malk was guarding him. Even before the ball was out, there was 2 hands on Feller at that time. Just kind of back cuts or side cuts him, gets the ball within the trees. Landon Ralph with the hard foul, the big foul. But Feller able to absorb that, get himself to the free throw line.
And it was like Wahpeton had the scouting report. They knew exactly where Feller was going to be. There was 3 guys around him.
Just couldn't stop him. Like I heard Jay Billis say the other day, like fish to fish food. You throw it in the water and 7 fish come running around you as fast as they can.
My initial thought is, why is Jace Crockett throwing it to him? I mean, he's not open. Another missed shot by Steffens. Jace Crockett has come alive here in the fourth quarter.
Really rebounding it well, doing just a little bit about everything for his team.
Yeah, blocking shots. Oh, now a three-pointer and a foul.
That's a good call.
Rodacher let it fly, and the Huskies hit him on the arm.
Yeah, that's a really good call. Good job by the official. Just locking into his spot on the floor. 3 goes up. The shooter gets hit on the wrist. He's going to go to the line and break this thing open here with a couple made free throws.
And Rodacher can't hit the first one from the serve pro stripe with his team up 7. 1:42 to play in the game, 44-37 DLB. Rodacher's got 2 more.
Yeah, they were down 4 in this quarter. That just tells you how good their defense has been, going from down 4 to up 8 in a matter of 6 minutes.
Drew Rodacher just had his first point of the game. Sets the 3rd free throw, and that one rims off. He made 1 of 3, and DLB hits it out of bounds.
Yeah, big defensive possession here for the Lakers. They can if they can just keep putting their heels in on the ground on the defensive end, challenging shots. This thing might be looking all Lakers right now.
Wahpeton's got to go. And weaving through the defense was Steffen. He was pressing the issue. Foul's going to go there on Jake Schaefer.
Yeah, just a little out of position there. Steffens puts his head down, gets to the free throw line, and gets bumped.
Coaching staff for DLB calling out the lob. Inbounds goes to Malk. Step back 3 for Ralph. No, rattles off the tin. Ralph gets it back, goes up, and scores.
Yeah, good job of Ralph just following his shot there. Had a good look from 3, didn't make it, but stayed in the play, went after the board, and was able to knock it down.
All right, fans, 6-point game, a time on the floor, brought to you by First International Bank and Trust. 1:28 to play in the contest. BNC Bank scoreboard, it's DLB 45, Wahpeton 39.
Rooted in the heart of our vibrant communities stands Brevera Bank, offering complete financial services for banking, wealth management, and insurance. From home loans and checking accounts
Let me tell you about the cashback rewards with this account.
to wealth management, we'll help you forge your path ahead.
Let's create a plan to reach your financial goals. Sounds great.
With specialty insurance coverage, our advisors ensure your operation can carry on.
Looks like it's going to be a great harvest.
Oh, still some things to be settled here. Deluxe Burlington by 6 with 1:28 to play in the contest. Reminder, coming up next, we'll have a little coal country matchup. Beulah and Killdeer. I don't know if Killdeer is necessarily coal country, but close enough.
Close enough.
Yeah.
That's the Wild West out there now.
A rematch between the Miners and the Cowboys. I was hoping the Four Winds Minnewacan team would have made it so we could have had the Cowboys and the Indians playing. Full court pressure by the Wahpeton Huskies. Jake Schaefer into the front court, and he's going to be fouled. That's going to be the 3rd team foul against, check that. That'll be the 5th team foul.
Yeah, just going to play the foul game early here as Coach Ralph, seeing if a DLB can knock down pressure free throws or not.
It's a whole different ball game when you're shooting 2 versus 1, I think.
Yeah,
Yes.
especially end of games. Changes a lot on end of games.
Jake Schaefer couldn't hit it, however. all of a sudden it just got a little hotter inside that that mascot for the Lakers over there.
What is that mascot?
Second one he got.
Looks like just a dude with his hat on backwards.
Oh, it's that guy that polishes your boat in the marina.
Yeah, maybe. I like that. I didn't even think about that.
Shot put in the lane by Kubla. Missed it. Rebound. And a timeout. Lakers had the basketball. They were on the floor, and then they got it to a guy who was standing, and Christopher Brown says, let's burn a timeout.
Let's make sure they had possession. They didn't want to have a turnover there.
Let's make sure it's a full time on the floor. We'll break. 1:13 to play in the contest. DLB leading by 7, 46-39 over Wahpeton.
Right in front of you, see? The slicer, the meat and cheese. It has a rhythm.
This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh, yeah. The rhythm of the slice. This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh, yeah.
Order for Danny?
Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Here at the PSP Network, we'd like to promote local athletes. Be sure to like and follow us on our social media platforms of Facebook, Instagram, X. Subscribe to our YouTube channel while you're checking everything out about PSP. And we'll be along for the ride for all four today.
Yeah, been a fun year this year at PSP. A lot of things, a lot of additions, a lot of great people, just a little bit of everything.
Yeah, it's been fun. You think about building the brick by brick.
Yeah.
And we got a good foundation right now here at the PSP Network.
And only going to move up from there.
And a quick foul given up in the backcourt. Wahpeton was trying to get a steal on the inbounds. Once the Lakers got it in, then they're going to play the foul game, as you said, Coach.
Yeah, the referees did a good job there. Coach Brown sent all 5 players up out of bounds and going to kind of run an NFL pass pattern type of thing, but the ball was dead, so if you would have thrown it to one of those guys, it would have been if they would have entered the ball with those guys out of bounds, it would have been a dead play. So good job there of just understanding the refereeing, did a good job there of making sure there was no violation.
Colton Feller with another big game as he knocks down the first one from the Serpro Stripes. Second one, short.
8-point lead, 1 minute to go.
Lakers get 1 of 2. Oh, and now Feller almost had a steal, but he couldn't tiptoe the sideline and complete it. Clock stops with 1:03 to play in the contest.
Be a new shot clock, I'm assuming. Felt like a possession, but maybe not.
As you said, Joe, the Lakers leading by 8. Huskies got to go. Steffens, they clear out the middle of the lane. He got deep to the right block, flips it up over his shoulder, no good. Got it back, and then he's fouled.
Yeah, unnecessary foul there from Crockett. Could have just gone up and contested it. 8-point lead, don't want to send him to the line to score with the clock stopped. Steffens, another quiet night, only 8 points, has a chance to get to double digits here.
74% free throw shooter is Braden Steffens. The junior knocks it down. Wahpeton, just a couple seniors on that roster as you got Trayton Mauk and Kubala. That's it.
DeVries.
Oh, yeah, DeVries.
Jackson DeVries is last
Beg your
one.
pardon.
But yeah, only 3, and they've played 9 guys deep today, so they got a lot of talent coming back.
Steffens got 1 of 2. Jake Schaefer rebounds, gets it off to Feller. Feller triple teamed, has to get rid of it, and on the pass away, they say Wahpeton committed a foul on Colton Feller.
Bees to honey again. 3 Huskies wrapped all over Feller there. Tried to trap him without fouling, but Feller just does a good job of body control and getting himself to the line again.
Well, Feller's gets done with this tournament. He's going to know he's been in a 3-game.
He's going to feel it. He's going to feel like he got in a car accident.
I mean, he has been hitting the deck. He's been bodied. He's been battered and bruised. And here he's still standing, shooting a couple free throws here for the Lakers. And the first one hits the back tab, no good. A little offensive, defensive substitutions here for Deluxe Burlington as Feller can make it an 8-point game. They lead by 7. Does Des Lacs Burlington make it 8?
Need a bucket here if you're the Huskies. Can't just trade 1 for 1.
Steffens steps into a 3. Gilbertson with a putback. He couldn't get it. Feller with a big boy rebound, and he's fouled.
Yeah, Gilbertson just not able to buy one today. He's had some good looks around the rim. His touch just a little off.
And that's a guy that, you know, you get Steffens that gets you 16 a game, and then after that, your second leading scorer is Jack Gilbertson, the freshman who got a start, and he is sans a point today.
Yeah, he had some decent looks, like I said, just not able to really get anything going, ever get no flow.
And Feller continues the trend here of missing one and making one. 34 seconds left in the contest. It's an 8-point game, 48-40. DLB make it a 9-point game. As Feller gets 1 of 2. Quickly up the sideline, DeVries gets it off to Mauk. Stops, pops from downtown from 3, no. Long rebound, battle. Jace Crockett saves it, but it goes to Steffens, and then the high-flying block happens there for Des Lacs Burlington, but somebody got into the body there of Steffens.
Yeah, again, I just don't understand the foul there. Like, just go up and go up there without fouling, contest, just keep your body in position, but going up there trying to get the superhero block and sending Steffens to the line again to score with the shot clock stop, with the clock stop. Say that 3 times fast.
Yeah, not at 2:15 in the afternoon. Both teams with 1 timeout remaining. Beulah and Killdeer waiting in the wings as Steffens makes the first from the serve pro stripe and the second.
Steffens now with 11 in the game.
Crockett gets it into Feller, and he's fouled. Bear hugged quickly.
Just an unfortunate fourth quarter after such a great third quarter for the Huskies. They've only scored 7 points here, and 3 of those coming to the free throw line. So just absolutely great fourth quarter. Way to wake up and get Uncle Mo back on your side if you're a Laker fan.
As Feller's making some hay here now at the free throw line.
This is his 12th free throw of the quarter.
Yeah, and he got them both from the serve pro stripe, and that should do it. It's a 9-point game, 16 seconds left. Steffens, DeVries, corner 3. No, missed everything. Rebound, Steffens. Mauk wants it from deep. Yes, he hit it. And Wahpeton wants a timeout. It's a 6-point game with 6.9 seconds remaining. A big second half for Trayton Mauk of the Wahpeton Huskies is not going to be enough. A reminder, our planning team financial advisors. Shots Crossroads post-game show comes up next. DLB looks like they're going to pick up their 17th victory of the season against 9 losses. Wahpeton looks like they're going to fall to 17-10. And let's get you a BNC scoreboard update of the state semifinals happening up in the Magic City. 6 minutes left in the contest. Our Redeemers crawling back into it, 40-35. Bishop Ryan leads over the Our Redeemers Knights.
Down 11 a little bit ago, so good comeback here for Our Redeemers, trying to stay alive for the hopes of their first state championship.
Well, DLB or Region 3.
You and I had those games last year. That Our Redeemers team was young. They were good. They were talented. Kind of the surprise team to get to the state tournament last year, and on a mission right now.
Yeah, Jace Weekly, you could kind of just see he was going to be a good player.
He's a dude. Another team, Bishop Ryan and Our Redeemers, both making the state tournament last year. If either one of those guys win the state tournament, we might be talking about them in the A tournament next year. So kind of going to be a crazy, I think that meeting's next week. So should be some crazy announcements next week of who's in A, who's in B, who's in double A. Could be quite interesting.
DLB gets it into the front court. I thought Kubala was trying to foul Schaefer. They don't call it, and this one has gone final. Des Lacs Burlington picks up a win at the A with a 51-45 win over the Wahpeton Huskies. As mentioned, DLB improves to 17-9. Wahpeton will fall to 17-10. Huskies will have a date in the 7th place game tomorrow, and the Lakers will be playing in your 5th place contest. We welcome you to our planning team financial advisors. Shots Crossroads post-game show Planning Team Financial Advisors, helping clients work towards financial freedom, and Shots Crossroads. Get filled up on their delicious menu that includes the famous 99. You can order online at shotscrossroads.com. Get a word from fourth-year head coach Chris Brown, player interview here for the Lakers. As our Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads postgame show. All right, looks like Joe's got head coach of the Lakers. Chris Brown, take it away, Joe.
Coach Brown, congratulations on picking up this win. Not easy to get up for a 1 o'clock game. Thought you guys answered really well. Got a good senior group there that showed up today for you.
And I think you hit it on the nose right there, seniors. And they've done this for, I can't even remember the hours. That's all I said. You guys think of all the hours that you've done. You have 64 minutes of guaranteed basketball, or that's it, right? And they made runs, we made runs, and we came out on top, and that was fun.
Yeah, obviously the third quarter didn't go your guys' direction. They went on you guys were up 4, trailed by almost 10 at one time. But you guys came out in that fourth quarter, looked like a mission. Feller is kind of the go-to guy there for you. Felt like he was fish food in a fish tank. He had like 4 or 5 guys around him all the time. Talk about what he's meant to your guys' team this year all together.
I kind of call him a pit bull. He's strong. His attitude, like he just wants the ball. He's nasty on both ends of the court, and we're really lucky that he's a Laker.
Beulah or Killdeer? You've played Beulah once this year. Haven't played Killdeer yet. What do you? You guys beat Killdeer. Okay. Awesome. Any team that you'd rather play, or you're just excited to be in that 5th place game tomorrow?
We're just excited to be in that 5th place game, and hopefully, there's not too many teams that end their year on a victory, and we're hoping that's going to be our talk tomorrow. Hopefully we can end on 1 and get 2 here at State and end on a victory, so that's our goal.
Awesome, man. Congrats on a great game tonight.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Come on over, Mr. Feller. Today was all about seniors showing up at a 1 o'clock game. Talk a little bit about you and your teammates' mindset getting ready for this one.
Well, we just came into the locker room. We told everyone we got to give it our best shot. We only got 2 left. Why not win more?
Third quarter didn't go your guys' way. Had a big nice lead. Ended up losing most of that in the third quarter. What was the message of the fourth quarter to you and your guys?
We just got to go back and punch them in the mouth like the first half and just show them that we're here to play.
So after this tournament, do you expect to be pretty sore after some of the blows you've been taking?
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome, man. Well, congrats on getting yourself to the Consolation Championship. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
That's Mr. Feller.
Yeah, right on. Good job. Good words there from Chris Brown of the DLB Lakers and Colton Feller. Another big game for him as he leads his team to a victory today. All right, fans, our Planning Team Financial Advisor Shots Crossroads postgame show rolls on after this timeout. A final score on your BNC National Bank scoreboard. It is DLB 51 and the Wahpeton Huskies 45.
The nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with the hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of Finland Civic. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Now we're back at our planning team financial advisor Shots Crossroads post-game show. Thanks to Coach Brown and Colton Feller for joining us on our post-game here. Brought to you by Planning Team. They're helping clients work towards financial freedom. And Shots Crossroads post-game headquarters, you can order online at shotscrossroads.com. DLB withstands a third quarter that was dominated by Wahpeton, and the Lakers win this one 51-45 over the Wahpeton Huskies. And as part of our postgame, let's run through those final game numbers. Then we'll get to our MVP and our move of the game. And then we'll set the stage for the Cowboys and the Miners coming up next.
The Wahpeton Huskies led after the third quarter by 4, but lose this basketball game by 6. They shot 30% from the field, 20% from the three, only knocking down 4 3-pointers. All 4 of those 3-pointers by Trayton Malk. And they shot 45% from the free throw line, 5 of 11. They were led in scoring tonight by 16 points from Trayton Malk. Again, 4 for 8 from the three-point line was Trayton. Braden Steffens had 11. He also added 7 rebounds to this game. We had Bjorn Kubella with 11 points and 5 steals. Nice night from Bjorn. 3 points for Landon Ralph, 2 points for Alex Cumming, and 2 points for Jackson DeVries. For the DLB Lakers, they outscored in the fourth quarter 18-10 to take this victory away from the Wahpeton Huskies. They were led today by Colton Fellers, 27 points. He had 10 of those points in the fourth quarter. He also had 8 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 steals, and a nice little block shot as well. For Jack Schaefer, he had 10 points and 7 rebounds. For Jace Crockett, he had 9 points and 7 rebounds, 4 points for Levon Duchesne, and 1 point for Drew Rodacker. The rebounding battle was won today by the DLB Lakers, 34-29. They did have a few more turnovers, 14 turnovers for the Lakers and only 7 for the Wahpeton Huskies. So all in all, really good basketball gameplay, a lot of runs, and it's fun to see some seniors step up in the fourth quarter and figure out a way to get a victory.
Yeah, Huskies have 3 players in double figures, and we were wondering if somebody else was going to come along for the ride for Colton Feller. I don't think they needed to.
I will say, though, Schaefer and Crockett did excellent defensively to shut the door there in the fourth quarter. So even though they didn't answer the bell on the offensive end, they just kind of let Feller go off and get to that free throw line and make some noise. The defense for DLB, all 5 guys on the floor stepped up big.
Yep, right on. All right, a couple things for us to take care of here. First, it's our move of the game brought to you by Spas Etc. Been doing it since 2001 in the capital city of Bismarck. Top-notch spa, hot tub, sauna, tanning bed, sales and installation services. And your Spas Etc. move of the game today. Man, it's 37-36. Wahpeton's on top, and somehow or another, the DLB Lakers get a play where you get a guy, Kyler Fisher, with the shot clock winding down, finds Jace Crockett, and it gave DLB a lead back that they wouldn't relinquish.
Yeah, no question. Jace Crockett ran the floor extremely hard on that play, and I'm sorry, that's the bounce pass. So he, again, Fisher just under control there, gets on the left side, jump stops, finds Jace Crockett. I think there's only 2 or 3 seconds left on the shot clock, so really nice under control play here.
And it sounded like this.
Good athletes going at each other right now.
Down to 5 to shoot. Fisher's got to hurry. Leaves it down low. Crockett layup good.
Really good patience there by Fisher.
Yeah, big play there as Fisher finds Crockett. That gave the Lakers a lead that they wouldn't relinquish. That's your Spas Etc. move of the game. Billiard tables, gazebos, top-notch spa, hot tub, sauna, and tanning bed sales and installation services at Spas Etc. Got one more coming up next. It's Killdeer and Beulah in our afternoon session. Of course, you got Devils Lake, Shiloh, and Kindred and Thompson in the state semifinals tonight. Should be a great day of basketball. As we put a wrap on game 1, it's our MVP of the contest brought to you by Sport Clips. They keep you looking your best. Check in online with the hairstyles today at sportclips.com. And, yeah, put a cape on this guy today. Colton Feller, 27 points after 29 in the opening round
Averaging
yesterday.
28 in the State A right now.
Yeah, and
I'm pretty good at math. I can figure that out.
As
real
you
fast.
said, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, couple steals, and a block shot as well.
Yeah.
So that
Mr.
is
everything today.
That was a big game for the senior Colton Feller. All right, fans, puts a wrap on game one. We'll come back and set the stage for contest number 2, the Killdeer Cowboys and the Beulah Miners. The final score, game 1 goes to DLB here in the consolation bracket at the State A. Final score on your BNC Bank scoreboard, DLB 51, Wahpeton 45.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
Today, we deliver more wonderful birthdays at Trinity Health Family Birth Center. We offer all new private, family-centered suites. Our maternity team provides more personalized support, advanced care, and the reassurances of a NICU and a neonatologist on staff. Take a virtual tour at trinityhealth.org/Family Birth Center. Trinity Health, making more possible.
If it's fire damage, Agent Fred Iron. From burnt to unburnt, he does that.
Our history sets us on our path. From the moment we're born, we begin our walk through life. We learn so we can discover. We find our passion and develop our skills. We build relationships. We start thinking about what we're going to leave behind to those we love. Let our legacy help shape yours. First International Bank and Trust. No matter your place in life, we can help you live first.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Welcome back to the Bismarck Event Center as it's consolation afternoon here at the Bismarck Event Center, the State Class Super A basketball tournament, as one game is in the books as DLB knocks off Wapaton 51-45. So DLB will play tomorrow morning at 11:45 in Wapaton. They will play at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning for 7th place. We've got one more to go here for you on the consolation side. That is the Beulah Miners and the Killdeer Cowboys. Hi, good afternoon, basketball fans. Scott Woodmansee alongside Joe KITTELL once Joe decides to show back up as he disappeared somewhere. Glad to have you aboard here on the PSP Network and our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Valvoline Instant Oil Change with locations in Minot and Bismarck. Find us online at VIOC.com. The Beulah Miners, the number 8 seed in the tournament, 17-8. Killdeer 21-5. And these two teams killed their valiant effort last night against the Thompson Tommies as they were upended 53-49, and Kindred handled Beulah by a score of 73-50 to set up this game. And it is another. These two teams played on February 17th. Beulah won. Oh, glad to have you back.
Sorry, I got caught watching the Class B ending there. Foul with no time left in a tied game. Our Deemers, Bishop Ryan. Bishop Ryan's going to the free throw line with .1 left on the clock in a tie game.
Well, we got a game here, too.
Sorry. I got basketball happy.
As Beulah handled Killdeer 69-45, but I anticipate this one will probably be a little different story. As we'll take a timeout as our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show rolls on with more. Back with more after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Have over 60 years combined experience in the field. Not only are we writing estimates, talking with customers, we're in the shop working alongside of our team members.
I've always had a very strong passion for repairing vehicles. I've been doing it since I've been in high school, and I've always enjoyed seeing the vehicle repaired back to the original conditions.
Thank you for the opportunity to serve the Bismarck-Mandan community for the last 7 years. We look forward to expanding into our new addition to better serve our customers, Centennial Collision and Paint.
Rooted in the heart of our vibrant communities stands Bravera Bank, offering complete financial services for banking, wealth management, and insurance. From home loans and checking accounts,
let me tell you about the cashback rewards with this account,
to wealth management, we'll help you forge your path ahead.
Let's create a plan to reach your financial goals.
Sounds great.
With specialty insurance coverage, our advisors ensure your operation can carry on.
Looks like it's going to be a great harvest.
Welcome back to the Bismarck Event Center and our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Timely service that won't slow you down. No appointment needed. Senior car drive-through, oil change, Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Well, Joe, Beulah Killdeer.
Yeah,
two teams, same region, same area, and both teams trying to avenge a loss last night.
Yeah, no doubt. The Shrado boys from Beulah, I expect them to come out hot tonight and try to figure out a way to pick up this W. Obviously, two tremendous talents, and I really like the fact how young this Beulah team is. This game is for experience. This game is for the future. Beulah's going to have a chance to really have some good squads here coming down the line, and so a really nice game for an opportunity for them to pick up a state tournament win and move on to that championship game.
And the Killdeer Cowboys team last night, they leading the charge last night off the bench. Chase Kling, 13 points off the bench last night, trying to lead the comeback against Thompson, but just a little too late. But what a gutty effort last night by the Killdeer Cowboys.
Yeah, no question. Those guys battled, and that was probably the game circled by everybody, the 4-5 matchup in that one. And Killdeer coming up just a little bit short, but very similar to the last game. You got a team that's got a lot of youth playing against a team with a lot of senior leadership out here. So I expect this one to be a really good basketball game. Two good coaches going at each other, two coaches and teams that know each other very well. Should be a fun game for us to do. Is this the fourth or fifth time they played? Probably the fourth, I'm guessing.
This year?
Yeah.
No,
twice in the region and once in the regional?
No, I think they only played once.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think they only played once. I don't think they played each other in the region. Up in Minot in our first state semifinal game.
That thing was wild.
We're in overtime as Ryan leads at 55-52, so a wild one going on there.
Bishop Ryan missed 2 free throws with .5 on the clock. They could have won the game for him.
And Wilton Wing and West Hope Newberg to follow that one. And then tonight we'll have 2 more for you right here on the PSP Network. Should be a couple of good ones as well. Devils Lake and Shiloh and Kindred and Thompson will do battle to determine our finalists for tomorrow night. As we'll take one final timeout on the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. We come back. The starting lineups, the opening tap, the Miners, the Cowboys, next right here on the PSP Network.
Learned a lot about why local matters. Unlike those guys, we take pride in our work and back our tires with our Plus Plan guarantee to get the most out of your tires' lifespan.
Are the tires the same size on all the sides?
We strive to provide great value to our guests and lowest prices guaranteed.
That's not good.
Stop at a trusted tire and auto and get a set of tires from people you know and trust, and will even match those guys.
Relax, Spas Etc., Bismarck's #1 hot tub and sauna dealer, brings luxury and wellness straight to your home. Discover top brands, Sundance hot tubs, and Michael Phelps swim spas that deliver not just relaxation, but real therapeutic benefits. Right now, save up to $5,000 or enjoy up to 72 months interest-free financing. Visit us today at 1420 East Main Avenue in Bismarck and experience the best deals for yourself.
Welcome back to the Bismarck Event Center as the starting lineups are being introduced on the floor. They're brought to you by Dakota Square Arco. Why have so many people made Dakota Square Arco their favorite convenience store? Quality fuel, convenience items, and awesome touchless car wash, and the best customer service. See for yourself. Dakota Square Arco, west of Dakota Square Mall, 1520 24th Avenue, Southwest Minot. All right, the starting lineups are being introduced on the floor. It's now time to meet and greet your starting lineups for the Killdeer Cowboys. That one guard will be Cale Hansen, 6 foot and a senior. The other guard will be Cooper Bang, 6'3" and a senior. At 1-4 will be, or at center will be Owen Schleppenbach. He's 6'4" and a senior. At 1 forward will be Ja'Cory Dalen. He's 6'1" and a senior. And the other forward will be Jackson Reese. He's 6'5" and a junior. Their head coach is Greg Pruitt. For the Miners, they'll go like this. At one guard will be Benny Sherrato, 5'9" and a freshman. The other guard will be Tucker Keller. He's 6'1" and a senior. The other guy will be Braylon Sherrato, 6'1" and a junior. At 1 forward will be Shane Schmidt. He's 6'1" and a junior. And the other forward will be Philip Widener, 6'4" and an 8th grader. Their head coach in his second year is Brandon Sherrato. It'll be Sherrato, Keller, Sherrato, Schmidt, Widener for the Miners. Hansen, Bang, Schleppenbach, Dalen, and Reese for the Cowboys. Cowboys head coach is they're led by Greg Pruitt. Todd Hoffman, Ethan Johnson, Brett Ingebretson are your officials for consolation game number 2 here at the Bismarck Event Center. Well, we are about ready to go and get this one underway. As Widener will go up against Jackson Reese at center court.
Yeah, you look out there right away, you see the Cowboys with that size advantage. Look, 4 or 5 guys out there with long arms, long wingspans. Miners, obviously, with a younger squad out there. Starting an 8th grader and 2 juniors and a freshman. So definitely some size advantage here for the Cowboys, just looking out on the floor.
Yep, and our national game ball delivery has been delivered by North Army National Guard.
Our good friend Guido will toss it up for us.
Guido. And we are about ready to go here as ball's in the air. Tip's going to be controlled by Benny Sherrato on the breakout. Right to the tin, layup and got it.
Yeah, great play to start for Benny Sherrato. The freshman steals the tip from the Cowboys and goes coast to coast for the layup.
Back with it come the Cowboys. They go high left side. That's Dalen with it. He goes Schleppenbach, right corner 2 on the way. Up and good for Owen Schleppenbach.
Yeah, Schleppenbach kind of finding his spot, getting to his spot, rising up, knocking down the right corner pull-up jumper.
We're tied at 2 in a BNC Bank scoreboard. Sherrato bets Benny, a little teardrop in the lane, rolls off. Widener the rebound. He gets it off to Schmidt. Now here's Tucker Keller. Now back to Schmidt on the right wing. Braylon Sherrato, boy, he wanted it bad, and he got it, and he buries a 3.
Yeah,
Braylon Sherrato.
You called that one. He was eyeballing that 3 from the moment they crossed half court. He wanted the ball to top the key. He was hunting it.
5-2, Beulah by 3 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Down low they go Schleppenbach. He's hounded there, and we're going to get a foul from the backside. That's going to go on Shane Schmidt, his first. That'll be the team's first personal foul, or first team foul. 5-2 our score. Inbound Schleppenbach. This time on the left baseline's up and good.
Yeah, different spot, different side of the floor, but same shot. Schleppenbach rises, knocks it down.
5-4, 6:55 to go here.
Little 2-2-1 full court pressure here from the Cowboys.
And the Miners break it. Sherrato thought about it. Now Braylon to Benny. Now Benny gets it left wing to Keller. Keller brings it out of the wing. Now he goes back in the left corner. Here's Schmidt. Zone defense by Kildare. Schmidt on the baseline. Kicks right corner. Benny Sherrato fires 3. Bingo!
The Sherrato boys woke up and had their Wheaties this morning. Both of them knocking down a 3-pointer. 8 points for Beulah, 8 points for the Sherratos.
Benny Sherrato with 5 to open the ball game. Here's Hansen, left side 3. That one too strong. Widener the rebound. God, I like how that kid plays. Widener just an 8th grader, but boy, he's got a knack for the basketball. Here's Benny Sherrato back with it, hands it off to Braylon. Braylon, high right side, 3, bingo! Oh, it's the Braylon and Benny show.
What
and we got a
from those
timeout
guys.
on the floor. It's a First International Bank and Trust timeout. 6:03 to go here in the opening quarter. Beulah 11, Kildare 4, back after this timeout on the PSP Network. Well, B squared is going off right now. That'd be Braylon Sherrato and Benny Sherrato. What do we got here now? Oh, I guess we got nothing. Now we're going to get a foul in the backcourt. It's going to go against Benny Sherrato. First personal, second team foul. And who do we got in the game now? Let's see here.
Looks like 4 subs came in for Kildare.
Corey Dalen's in the ball game. Also in the ball game is Chase Kling. And it goes out of bounds, and it's going to go to Beulah. Cooper Banks still in the ball game as he started.
Full court
So
pressure
Kling
here
and Dalen are the 2 that checked in to Corey.
It's like a man-to-man pressure now here for Kildare.
Oh, Braylon Sherrato hits the floor. Corey Dalen with the steal. He gets it off. Here's a high right side three. Cooper Bang, that's too strong. We have a foul. Oh, and also checking in was, he's. Braylon Sherrato gets called for the foul. 3 out of the right corner comes off there for Kling. Benny Sherrato's going to get his second. That'll be the team's 4th. 11-4 score on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Getting in the paint, that's Bang, goes out high to Dalen. That's Nakori. Now he gets it back. Kling around the wheel they go, left side Schleppenbach. Nope, that's Cooper Bang. Now Hansen. Now in the right corner they go to Dalen. That's Nakori. Down low, Bang, kicks left corner. Cale Hansen for 3. That one rolls off. And the rebound ripped out of there by Ja'Cory Dalen. Down low, he turns, fires, does Dalen. Shot missed, ball's loose. Cowboys come out of there with it. Cooper Bang, straightaway 3, bingo.
Yeah, what a great possession, offensive rebounding for the Killdeer Cowboys. Dominating the glass right now. 4 offensive rebounds on that possession.
11-7 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Here's Schmidt on there and step through move. And we're going to get a foul. That one's going to go against Ja'Cory Dalen. So to the Serve Pro free throw line, we'll go Shane Schmidt. The 6-foot junior for Beulah. Free throw on its way, in and out and back down. Serve Pro, 24/7 emergency service, trained technicians, advanced technology, fighter water clear restoration. It's Serve Pro. Schmidt goes 1 for 2 from the Serve Pro free throw line, and the Miners lead at 12-7.
The Miners going to have to do a better job on rebounding this possession here. See if they can't play good defense and clean it up after 1.
Here's Hansen. Oh, yeah, he's going to get called for offensive foul. Is Cale Hansen, and that'll be his first second team foul.
Yeah, great defense from the Miners there, staying in great defensive position, and Hansen with the push-off, trying to get a little separation.
They inbound it to Shane Schmidt. He's going to work it up the far sideline. Now angles middle of the floor. Now he goes deep in the corner. There's Widener. Now he gets it off to Tucker Keller. Keller now to Schmidt. Schmidt in the ball game now for Beulah. That's Avery Cole. Now nice pass down low. Layups up and good there for Tucker Keller.
Yeah, the lone senior in the starting lineup, Tucker Keller there. He takes advantage of the short corner, gets the ball, knocks down the layup on the right side.
Beulah's got Killdeer doubled up at 14-7 with 4:05 to go here in the opening quarter of play. Here's Hansen with it. Hansen looks inside. He's got Dalen. They kick in the left corner. That was Ja'Cory to Nakori. Shot comes off. Sherrato the rebound. We're going to foul in the breakout. And that's going to go against Chase Kling, I do believe. Yep, it is.
Killdeer's bringing back some of their starters here now.
BNC National Bank. Your life is busy. We'll make managing money easy with locations in North Dakota and Arizona. Visit BNC Bank online, bnc.bank. Oh, that's a lazy pass. Good hustle play there by Ja'Cory Dalen. Jump stop in the paint. Reese, his shot comes off. Rebound, we got a tie up underneath, and it's going to go to Killdeer.
Yeah, Beulah's going to have to do a better job of boxing out, keeping these bouncy Killdeer Cowboys off the glass. Every shot feels like a pass to them right now.
How about the hustle, though, by Ja'Cory Dalen? It was a lazy inbound pass, though.
And he just sprinted down from half court to steal it.
He'll inbound it, will Ja'Cory. Right corner, they go to Bang, and his 3-ball comes off. Weak side rebound to Avery Cole. To Schmidt. Now Schmidt will bring it up the floor for the Beulah Miners. Dribble entry in the right wing. Now he hands back to Keller. Keller on the bounce. Now he goes up high to Sherrato. Shot fake. Step back. 3-ball on the way. Bingo.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
Wow, was that pretty.
What
Give him
a play.
9.
Sherrato comes off of a top screen, catches the ball, lets the Killdeer defender go by him, sweeps to his left, pull up 3.
On the other end, shot goes up and missed there by Trey Larimer. Rebound to the Beulah Miners. Schmidt, not where you want to be against this zone trap that Killdeer's got going on. Here's Cole with it. Now here's Schmidt in the front court. Schmidt hands off to Widener. Widener now gets it off to Braylon Stroud. Turns, fires. Ooh, that one's off. Boy, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, a little bit of heat check there. Taking the handoff out by the Wizard line, just barely missing it.
Here's a steal by Schmidt, and he hands it back off to Sherrato. Sherrato attacks, loses the ball. Ball saved, and body's on the floor, back into the hands of Kildare. 2-on-1, nice lob pass. Bain gathers left-handed layup. He missed it. Ball comes off. I think he wanted a goaltending, and they're going to say it's off Kildare. It'll go back to the Beulah Miners. Today's game brought to you in part by Planet Pizza. There's no pizza like it. Order that Blue Buffalo or plain cheese by calling 701-852-1700. Planet Pizza, serving the Magic City for over 25 years. Jordan checks in now for Beulah.
Bishop Ryan does pull off the victory in overtime for anybody curious. 61-56. Bishop Ryan is moving on to the championship game. Either
Yes,
face
they are.
Wing or West Hope.
Wilton Wing and West Hope Newburgh getting ready to do battle up there. That'll be a good one as well. Schmidt on the drive. Ooh, cleared a little space. Shot comes up short, but he's going to be fouled in the act. And they're going to go. That one's going to go against Chase Kling, his second.
This thing broke out into a track meet with football pads right now. They're running up and down the floor and not worried about running into each other.
Shane Schmidt toes the Serve Pro free throw line. Free throws up and good for Shane. Today's game brought to you in part, our tournament coverage, state tournament coverage brought to you in part by Beowulf Golf Club, golfminot.com, and also brought to you in part by Starring Bank and Four Seasons Resort in Garrison. Oh, that time Wolf gets them both. He goes 3 of 4, and he makes it 19-7 on our BNC Bank scoreboard. 2:10 left to go here in the opening quarter of play. No media timeouts.
Flying through the first quarter.
Yep. Hanson runs it in the front court now for Kildare. Oh, that was an errant pass. Poked away by Braylon Sherrato. And it's a foot race. It's going to be kicked out of bounds, and they're going to say Sherrato kicked it out of bounds.
It was a 3-on-1 break. He had two guys running the left wide open. Sherrato just not able to control that steal. He tried to dribble and ended up bouncing it off his knee. Love the hustle from both teams right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Flying up and down the floor. Doesn't feel like a 2:30 game, does it?
No. Miners by 12 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. On the bounce is Cale Hansen, enters it right side to Jackson Reese. Now they go up high to McCory Dalen. Now Hansen, now they go down low, backing in there. Trey Larimer, and he's going to lose it. It's going to go out of bounds. Nope, they're going to say it's kicked, so it'll stay with the Kildare Cowboys. Here comes Ja'Cory Dalen. Trey Larimer will sit down. Hansen will trigger it in underneath his own hoop. He does so to Ja'Cory Dalen. Now Schleppenbach, high right side Hansen. Hansen step through move, flips it up, missed it. Rebound taken out of there by Jordan. Gets it off to Sherrato. Now here comes Jordan, attacks. Here's Widener. Now he finds Keller on the trail. Keller in the paint, shot fake, nowhere to go. Now comes back out high to Shane Schmidt. Schmidt on the bounce. Kicks it off Jordan. Jordan hands off Braylon Sherrato. Gets a screen up high. Now here's Schmidt left wing. He attacks baseline left. And we're going to get a push on the drive.
Yeah, great ball movement from Beulah there. Better defense from Kildare, not able to get anywhere. However, we will see some free throws here for Schmidt.
Schleppenbach's first, team's fifth, so that'll send Shane Schmidt back to the Serve Pro free throw line for the Beulah Miners. Free throws up and good for Shane.
Shane 4 for 5 from the free throw line in this quarter.
This game brought to you in part by the UPS store located in South Broadway in Minot. They're open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 7, Saturday, 8:30 to 3. UPS store located in the Marketplace Foods Plaza for all your packing and shipping needs. Second one by Schmidt. Oh.
Yeah, knocking down his free throws here in the first half.
21-7. Here's a steal by Braylon Sherrato on the other end. He attacks the 10. Nope, we're going to get a foul on the drive. That one's going to go on Ja'Cory Dalen, his second.
Fouls are starting to add up here in this game. Cowboys already in the bonus. Miners one away from it.
So Braylon Tirado toes the serve pro free throw line. Free throw by Braylon's no good. He too close to the hoop.
Yeah,
he got to be 19-9 or beyond in order for him to see one go in the hole.
Yeah, 3 threes already in the first half. A lot of energy, good momentum he came out with today.
Second one's up and good.
10 points in the first quarter for Braylon Tirado.
22-7. It's all Beulah here in the early going. 46 seconds to go in the ball game now for Beulah. That's Chase Hetzler. Here's Schleppenbach. Up high they go to Ja'Cory Dalen on the bounce. Now he tries to go down low, help on the backside, and they're going to get Tirado with his second personal. That'll be Beulah's fifth.
Yeah, not what they wanted to see there. Tirado come off good. Started this game really well. Now he's going to have 2 fouls, something they're going to have to watch here for the second quarter.
So to the serve pro free throw line goes Cooper Bang, the 6'3 senior. Free throw's up and good. Widener comes back in for Beulah as Bang will have one more free throw. Cooper sets and delivers. He got that one.
Yeah, 5 first quarter points for Cooper Bang.
22-9. There's Hetzler. Now he gets it back off to Keller. Keller pressured out high, gets it off to Braylon Tirado. Tirado wants a screen, didn't get one. Thought about it. Now he steps through. Nice bounce pass to Keller. Here's Widener free throw line. Now they go short corner to Schmidt.
8 seconds on the game clock.
Yep, now here's Braylon Tirado. Right corner 3 on the ways. Up and good. Oh, boy. Have a quarter, young man. Wow. And that is going to end the opening quarter of play here, and the Beulah Miners are filling it up. 8 minutes in the books. Consolation game number 2 on the B&C Bank scoreboard. As we go to break, Beulah 25, Killdeer 9. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network. What a start.
Deliver more wonderful birthdays at Trinity Health Family Birth Center. We offer all new private, family-centered suites. Our maternity team provides more personalized support, advanced care, and the reassurances of a NICU and a neonatologist on staff. Take a virtual tour at trinityhealth.org/Family Birth Center. Trinity Health, making more possible.
That your bank had your back or would go the extra mile to give you the service and attention you need. Partnering with the right community bank can make all the difference. We like to think of a community bank as one that supports its local community. You need to know that whatever your financial future holds, your bank will be there to provide practical support. As a community bank, BNC National Bank will be there for whatever you need in the long haul. Reach out to our team today to learn more about how we're able to help you succeed. Member FDIC.
Well, what a quarter there for the Beulah Miners as they put up 25 and they lead the Cowboys 25-9. They have the ball to start the second quarter play. Killdeer still in that zone defense. Hetzler has it. Left side 3. Oh, that was in and out for Braylon Tirado.
Braylon liked that one too. That one touched all the hoop and just didn't make it.
Here's Hansen in the front court.
I saw a little exchange between Coach Pruitt and Braylon. He goes, "Do you ever miss?" And Braylon goes, "Sometimes." Between the first and second quarter there. Pretty nice exchange and a lot of respect given there.
Schleppenbach on the baseline, reverse layup. Stuffed it in the bottom of the hoop. Here's Shane Schmidt up the far side. Quickly in the front court. Cut off there. Now he's got to find Hetzler high right side. Now they go. Here's Keller. Ooh, his 3 from the right corner comes out. Goes air ball. Nice pass. Here's Bang. Gathers goes up and lays it in.
Yeah, good transition there. Taking the air ball, getting it down the floor. Bang on the left side, knocking down the layup.
25-11, 6:58 to go here. Opening half of play. Here's Schmidt back with it now for the Beulah Miners. Schmidt on the bounce, directs traffic, hands it off up high left side to Tirado. Tirado. Here's Hetzler in the left corner. They close out on him. Now he goes to Schmidt. Schmidt Now gets in the paint, little teardrop in the lanes, up and good for Shane Schmidt.
Yeah, good start for Shane Schmidt as well. 5-6 to the free throw line in the first quarter. Makes his first field goal, 7 points for him.
27-11. 16-point lead now for Beulah. 6:20 to go here in the opening half of play. Down low, Schleppenbach. He turns double clutch. Shot is going to be short, but they're going to get a foul. And that one's going to go against
Widener.
First personal. First team foul, and Owen Schleppenbach will toe the Serve Pro free throw line and shoot 2.
Yeah, Schleppenbach and Bang are the only 2 that have scored so far for Killdeer. Need to find a few more weapons on that offensive end.
Free throw by Owens, up and good. Today's game brought to you in part by Minot State University. Over 100 years of study at Minot State, you'll earn the degree for the career you desire. More than 96% of Minot State grads employed or continuing education. MSU grads get jobs, period. Minot State University, be seen, be heard, be you. And that one was missed by Schleppenbach, but run down by the Cowboys off the miss. Inside they go, Schleppenbach down low. He leans in, shot comes off. Putback is no good. Gets his own rebound, one bounce, turns. Little teardrop, that one comes off, gets it again, goes up, misses that one. Fight on the floor. As Schleppenbach is frustrated right there.
Schleppenbach's frustrated. Chirado got tackled. Going to stay Killdeer ball. Another possession with 3 or 4 offensive rebounds. Beulah's got to put a body on somebody.
That foul is going to go against Schleppenbach. That'll be 2 on him. (27-12), a 15-point lead as Benny Schratto back in the ballgame now for Beulah. He had those 2 personal fouls. Gets it in the front court to Widener. Now back to Schratto. That's Benny with it. Now they hand it out. Now here's Tucker Keller, right wing. Braylon Schratto, jump stop at the elbow. Now drops it to Schmidt. Nothing there. Now Schratto back to Schmidt as they play catch in the right wing.
Killdeer Cowboys definitely know where Chirado is now on the floor. There's 2 guys closing out to him on the 3-point line.
Now they get Cooper Bang on the foul. That'll be his first, team's first. Team's second, I stand corrected. Trey Larimer checks into the ball game now. 6'4" junior. Inbound comes to Tucker Keller. Angles left side, now comes high post Schmidt, shot fake. Now Keller, nice gather there. Benny Schratto. Quick closeout there by Kling. He operates, gets in the paint. The flyby, pull up, is up and good for Benny Schratto.
I haven't seen much Benny Schratto this year, but man, has he got a good ball handle to him. That's a yo-yo dribble. That ball's attached to his fingertips. Nice stop and score move there for him.
29-12. Here's Killdeer on the other end with it. Bang on the left wing, looks down low, and he throws it over the head of Larimer. And ball's loose. Bang runs it down. Bang attacks, left-handed shot, in and out. Rebound taken away there by Dalen. Here's a straightaway 3. That one too strong by Kling. Ball's still loose.
That's going to be Schrado's third. No, he's only has. Is that going to be his third?
Yeah, I think that's going to be his third.
Yeah, right.
Oh, no. Second personal. Okay, I had him. Kling's 3 in and out again. Widener the rebound, gets it off to Schmidt. And we're going to have a First International Bank and Trust timeout on the floor. They've been doing it since 1910. First International Bank and Trust. Go to serve rural and urban communities across Arizona, Minnesota, North Dakota, and South Dakota. Find them online at FIBT.com. 29-12, Beulah leads it. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
There's this pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
Here's Keller in the front court now for the Miners. Hands off. Braylon Schratto between the rings. Now he comes Keller. Now they go right baseline. Schmidt, one bounce. Now back out Schratto. Catch, fire, 3, too strong. Rebound ripped out of there by Ja'Cory Dalen on the other end. Here's Kling. He flips one up, missed it. Dalen the rebound. The putback goes up and in.
Got to have a conversation with this young Miners team. Got to get a body on these guys. Offensive rebounds, the only thing keeping Killdeer in this ball game right now.
29-14. Here's Widener there, and he gathers, goes up and scores.
Yeah, great play from Sherrado, picking up the loose ball, throwing it ahead to Widener. Widener with the high school hideout gets 2.
31-14. Back is Cooper Bang in the right corner. Now that's Ja'Cory Dalen, now to Nakori. Now around the wheel they go left corner to Cooper Bang. Goes baseline, leans in and kicks it off the window.
Yeah, Bang with the bucket. I was saying a little 2-3 zone from the Miners here, seeing if they can't, put the paint under control.
31-16. Here's Sherrado. Nice dump pass to Widener. Good close out there by Kling. Now here's Schmidt, high right side. Shane on the bounce.
15 on the shot clock.
Now he picks it up. Now he goes right to Keller. Keller, middle of the floor, now hands off to Benny Sherrado. He's doubled up, splits the D. Shot fake taken away from the backside by Ja'Cory Dalen. Ball's loose. Who's got it? Coming out of there with it. That is Trey Larimer. Now he gets it back from Kling. Now here's Dalen with it. Ja'Cory. Now inside they go to Larimer. He spins. Tough shot. Too strong. Rebound to Widener.
Good rebound from Widener there, holding him to 1 and done.
And now Schmidt will work it up the floor with 2:40 left to go here in the opening half of play. Minder will have a Magic Towing intermission report coming up. Magic Towing, you blow it, they'll tow it. Mention the PSP. Now we're going to get $50 off. We're going to get a foul.
It's a little too aggressive with the hands there for Killdeer. Schmidt did a good job of driving in there and jump stopping, and everybody was going for the steal instead of just walling up and putting them in jail.
First personal, team's third. Sherrado inbounds it, does Braylon. Now he gets it back. Now comes up Tucker Keller. Keller, a little stop and go move, rises up from the right block and comes off too strong. Rebound to Trey Larimer up the left side. Here's Kling. Down low they go. Shot up, rolls off there by Jackson Reese. Rebound taken away by Schmidt.
Yeah, great rebound by Schmidt. He had Cowboys all over him and was able to come out clean with that.
He finds Braylon Sherrado, works it in the front court. Now they go to Keller. Keller on the right wing finds a cutting Schmidt. He gathers. And they're going to get Ja'Cory Dalen with his second.
Little extracurriculars out there. 2 teams that are competing real hard even after the whistle.
4th team foul. Minute 57 to play here in the opening half. 31-16, Beulah leads by 15. At long 3, Benny Sherrado rolls off. Rebound ripped out of there by Jackson Reese. Here comes Kling. Kling, mano-a-mano and Sherrado. Tough shot. 1 and done as Widener gathers the rebound.
Great transition defense by Benny Sherrado, especially with those 2 fouls.
Braylon Sherrado back the other way. Jump stop in the paint. Dumps it back for his brother Ben. Benny now. Short corner Schmidt. Schmidt on the right baseline. Shot up too strong. Widener rises up. Keeps it alive into the hands of Keller. Now Braylon shot fake. Braylon gets downhill. And I'm not sure. I couldn't see. The official had me screened out there.
Yeah, it's going to be a foul. Sherrado was passing the ball to Widener. Open on the other side. Cowboys already in the bonus. So Sherrado will go shoot some free throws here.
3rd personal there. 5th team foul. So Braylon Sherrado will toe the third pro free throw line. Free throws up and good for Braylon.
First points of the quarter after a 13-point
no,
first
he had a
quarter.
2 earlier.
Oh, did he?
Yep, I got him for a 2.
Was it Benny that had that? Maybe.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Maybe it was, okay. Guess I was wrong. First time I was wrong all day today.
First time all week.
32-16, back the other way.
Calendar.
Down low they try
Great
to go.
play.
That's good D there by Keller. He draws the foul. And that's going to go against Jackson Reese.
Yeah, a little frustration showing for the Cowboys now. Great steal from Keller on an arid pass and then gets knocked to the floor. He'll have a chance for some free throws now as well.
32-16, a 16-point lead as Tucker Keller toes the third pro free throw line. Today's game brought to you in part by Northern Plains Heating and Air. There's no other choice to see your heating and air game other than Northern Plains Heating and Air. Call Dylan today at 222-2155 to make sure your furnace is performing at the top of its game. New installation upgrades and all your furnace and AC needs. Again, call Dylan, 222-2155.
Yeah,
Tucker Keller gets the first one.
Good decision by Coach Serrato there. He took out both Betty and Braylon with the 2 fouls with 1:12 left in a comfortable lead.
Keller goes 1 for 2. He's got 3 points. Jackson Reese, fall away shot from 10, rebound, pulled out of there by Avery Cole.
Yeah, great rebound for the senior there, flying high to get that ball, stopping Cowboys for 1 and done.
There's Hetzler.
Gonna need a play out of Schmidt here with a lot of the bench players in for the Miners.
They're gonna say Schmidt was on the out of bounds line.
Well, Benny and Braylon checking back in now, 45 seconds left. Both have 2 fouls, 17-point lead.
33-16 on the BNC Bank scoreboard, 45.6 to play. Opening half here. Cooper bang, now they Schleppenbach, now they go inside Reese. Reese bounced, little jump hook, comes off. Serrato, that was Braylon, gets it off to Benny.
Miners can hold it for 1, shot clock is off.
Now to Keller. Now to Schmidt, now he gets it off to Braylon Serrato. Schmidt, good hustle there. Now here's Keller. Now they're going to come trap him, and now he gets it off to Cole. Here's Benson Serrato, right corner 3, bingo!
Great ball movement from the Miners, handling the traps up top, able to find Benny Serrato wide open in the corner.
And that is going to end the opening half of play, as it was the law firm of Serrato and Serrato in that opening half, as the Beulah Miners at the break lead at 36-16. We'll be back with our Magic Towing and Intermission report after this timeout on the PSP Network.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
An injury can happen anywhere, at any time, to anyone. It's not really something you can schedule on your calendar. But when it happens to you and it's not your fault, there's one law firm to remember. That firm is Schweigert, Clemeen, and McBride. We live here and take pride in helping our community. We know this area inside and out. We put in the work and fight for what's right so justice can prevail for you. That is what we're all about. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemeen, and McBride.
The foundation of the financial planning approach at Legacy Financial Partners is a personal relationship. Our unique and collaborative approach to financial planning starts with your dreams, not just the numbers. We will work with you regularly to take action to update your plan as your needs evolve, recommending products and services that are right for your situation.
For decades, NODAC Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. NODAC Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
Well, welcome back to the Bismarck Event Center and our Magic Towing Intermission Report. Remember the number and call Magic Towing. You need a tow, no job too big or small. It's Magic Towing. Put this number in your phone now, 701-509-4011. It's Magic Towing, serving Western North Dakota. Mention the PSP network when you need a tow and save $50. Well, Joe, it was the law firm of Sherrado and Sherrado.
Yeah, great
in that opening half, as they both played well yesterday. But boy, they came out like gangbusters. And today, versus yesterday, they had a supporting cast as well in that opening half.
Yeah, no doubt. Sherrado comes out hot, and they knocked down some three-pointers there. Benny comes back in the second quarter after the foul trouble in the first quarter and plays really well. Just those two have just been fabulous, along with Schmidt on the offensive end for Beulah, and they're doing just enough defensively, right? They're battling on the boards, they're contesting shots, they're doing everything they can to close the door on the offensive rebounding, but they're just enough on the defensive end. But their offense was fabulous in the first half.
Yeah, and Kildare on the other end, you know, they've got to just see some. They got to see the ball go through the hole, as right now they're having trouble scoring a basketball.
Yeah, definitely. And they fouled a lot, too, that first half. There was 12 free throws taken in the first half for Beulah, so even when they weren't able to make the buckets from long range, they're able to go to the free throw line and knock down some shots. So got to clean up the fouling a little bit if you're Kildare, and also on the offensive end, you got to take advantage of your size around the paint.
Well, we'll take another timeout on our Magic Toy Intermission Report. We come back, Joel, have a look at the first half individual and team numbers. At the break, Beulah 36, Kildare 16. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
As a group of people living in the same place or sharing common goals. Community is the largest part of our name, and we make it the largest part of our business. We support our local schools, organizations, youth programs, and local events from Bowman to Bismarck, because we all share a common goal to better the quality of life in our communities. Come bank with us at Dakota Community Bank and Trust, your real community bank.
Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
Welcome back to our Magic Towing Intermission Report at the half. Beulah by 20, 36-16. For a look at the first half individual and team numbers, here's Joe.
Yeah, Beulah Miners came off to a hot start, winning the first quarter 25-9 and 11-7 in the second quarter. That's why they have a comfortable 36-16 lead, up by 20 at half. The Killdeer Cowboys shot 20% from the field in the first half. They made only one of their 10 three-point attempts, and they knocked down 3 of 4 free throws. They were led in scoring by the 9 points of Cooper Bang, hitting that only three-pointer in the first half. They got 5 points out of Owen Schleppenbach, and they got 2 points and 6 rebounds out of Ja'Cory Dalen. For the Beulah Miners, they shot 58% from the field. They shot 50% from the three, knocking down 5 of their 10 attempts. And like I said a minute ago, they got 9 of 12 free throws for 75%. They were led in scoring by Braylon Shirado's 14 points, knocking down 4 of 7 three-pointers. They got 9 points out of Benny Shirado, knocking down 1 of 2 three-pointers. 7 points out of Shane Schmidt. He also added 3 assists. 4 points for Tucker Keller, 2 points for Philip Widener. The rebounding margin right now has the Killdeer Cowboys 19-16, thanks in part to 11 first-half offensive rebounds. The only problem, Scotty, 11 offensive rebounds. They've only scored 5 points in second chance points. So they might be dominating the boards, but they're not coming through and making those layups on the second chances.
Yep, that's exactly right. As that's definitely a big difference, as they're not able to finish when they need to. And in order to get back in this one, they're going to need to start doing that around the rim. Now, last night, well, they had a big deficit at the break as well, too, and they battled their way all the way back into it. That pressure caused Thompson some problems in the second half. So we'll see here how they handle this here in the second half. I want to thank you for listening to our Magic Towing Intermission Report. Magic Towing, you blow it, they'll tow it. Magic Towing, put the number in your phone now, 701-509-4011. Magic Towing, serving Western North Dakota. Mention the PSP network. We need a tow and save $50. As Joe mentioned, we'll give you an update. Earlier today, DLB defeated Wabanon 51-45. They await the winner of this one. And then up in Minot, Bishop Ryan advances. They defeat RB Demers in overtime 61-56. Feel like those two teams got to play one more time. No, they played.
They played 5 times, and one of them
played four.
Bishop Ryan.
This was the 5th time they played.
This was the 5th time.
Yep.
Bishop Ryan won the 2 regular seasons, lost the 2 championships in the district and the regional, but win at state. So they win the advantage 3-2. But they needed extra innings to figure that out today.
Well, here we go as now Beulah comes out in a little zone defense.
Yeah, a little 1-3-1 here, just trying to figure out how to keep the ball out of the paint.
Here's Schleppenbach with it. Looks inside to Reese, nothing there. Now he goes baseline. Now he's tied up. Nice pass there. Bang goes up and delivers. Oh, what a great delivery there.
Really good pass, really good back cut for Bang. He cut from the right corner all the way to the right block and gets a wide open layup on the backside.
36-18, and they create a turnover, and then they're going to get a foul, and just like that, Braylon Shirado picks up number 3.
Yeah, Braylon lost the handle on that one, dives after it to see if he could save it, but knocks down a Killdeer player in the process.
36-18 now. Killdeer with the lead. Bang attacks. Now he goes Reese on the baseline inside Schleppenbach. Shot fake up and good.
Great take by Schleckenbach. Right now, that's back-to-back possessions. Beulah's got it right to the tin and made their first attempt.
Yep, and they almost forced another turnover. Shirado.
2 seconds to cross.
Just got it across before it got to 25. Now Schmidt attacks. Now leaves it for Shirado, high left side. He gets in the paint. Jump stop, kicks left wing. Braylon Shirado for 3. And he's going to be fouled there, and that's going to go against Jackson Reese.
Yeah, Braylon Shirado got just a little bit too much room over on that left side. Benny gets to the free throw line, pivots, finds his brother. Long closeout, but way too much arm on that one.
I feel yesterday that was the same spot where he buried it and got a 4-point play out of it. First one by Braylon's up and good. Give him 15 on the afternoon. Pretty good day's work so far for the junior from 37-20 our score. 39-20, I stand corrected. Around the wheel they go. Inside, Reese, nice pass down low on the baseline. Schleppenbach, he goes up and attacks the 10, but he's going to be fouled in the act, and that one's going to go against Widener. That'll be his second, Beulah's second.
clear message sent at halftime. Get that ball inside. You know, find the ball around the 10 and make your layups. Right now, Killdeer executing against that 1-3-1, getting layups.
Schleppenbach at the Serve Pro free throw line. That one's up and good. Today's game brought to you in part by Swenson RV and Marine, your official Tracker Marine dealer with a full line of Tracker Nitro fishing boats along with Sun Tracker and Regency pontoons. They also have a full line of Tracker off-road Yeti ice houses and many campers at their locations in Minot and Bismarck. Shop online at SwensonRV.com as Schleppenbach gets them both.
Yeah, going to see a 1-2, 1-1, a little press here trying to cause some chaos in the backcourt.
39-22, all alone on the other end, and Philip Widener.
Yeah, good play there. Schmidt throwing the touchdown to Widener. Killdeer defense was up and aggressive, not able to get back in time to stop Widener.
6:13 to go, third quarter play, 41-22. Here's Ja'Cory Dalen. Now to Hansen, right corner. Here's Cooper Bang for three. That one comes off. Widener, the weak side rebound.
Yeah, Widener's starting to do a really good job in there cleaning up the boards.
Yeah, I just like his length. Benny Sherrato right down Broadway, a little runner. That one comes off. Rebound Jackson Reese. He gets it off to Hansen. Now skip pass cross court. Ja'Cory Dalen attacks the 10. No call down below. Ball's loose. No, good play by Schmidt, and Schmidt is tied up. He was on his bottom, and he knocked it out of Dalen's hand.
Yeah, tried to take a charge, laying on his back, and able to take the ball out of Dalen's hand while laying down on the ground. Great effort from Schmidt.
41-22, 5:39 to go here, third quarter of play. Here's Schmidt. Sherrato left corner. They close on him, do the Cowboys. Here's Sherrato. Benny, right corner three on the way. That one's short into the hands of Ja'Cory Dalen. Back with it comes Hansen. Hansen kicked out of bounds. Today's game brought to you in part by Dakota Square Arco. Why have so many people made Dakota Square Arco their favorite convenience store? Quality fuel, convenience items, and awesome touchless car wash. And the best customer service. See for yourself. Dakota Square Arco, west of Dakota Square Mall at 1520 24th Avenue Southwest in the Magic City. Here's, they free up Kling on the right side for three. Oh, he misses everything. Into the hands of Dalen on the weak side. He shot missed. Saved there by Keller. Ball's out of bounds. They're going to say it's off of Killdeer. In the ballgame now for Beulah, that is Cooper Martin, a freshman.
Yeah, Killdeer just attacking the basketball like flies to sugar right now. They're getting after the ball, getting after these Miners.
Here's Braylon Sherrato in the front court now. Hands it off to Benny Sherrato. Now to Braylon. Now Braylon gets in the paint, try to drop it down low to Widener. Here's a takeaway on the other end. Here comes Cooper Bang. Bang trying to gather. He's hounded by Keller. Gets in the paint. Tough shot, too strong. Rebounds loose. Ball's on the floor. Who's got it? That time it's saved in the hands of Kling. Dumps it down low. Bang, layup good.
Yeah, good job from Bang, just hanging around the rim. Nice short space pass. Bang makes the layup.
41-24. They're turning up the pressure in the front court. Here's Cooper Martin with it. Gets it back to Benny Sherrato. Oh, here's a steal there by Cooper Bang. Bang, he's going to go up and lay it in. And we're going to have a timeout on the floor.
Timeout Killdeer.
4:08 to go. Third quarter of play. Beulah 41, Killdeer 26. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Easy. They take care of their customers.
That's right, Carson. You may be number 11 on the field, but at First Western, you and our customers are never just a number.
First Western provides the best in customer service.
When our customers call with a question, we answer their call personally.
Now that's pro-level service.
Thanks, Carson. Professional, friendly, full-service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
First Western. You can bank on us.
Welcome back to the Bismarck Event Center. Today's game is brought to you by Envision Cooperative, Rugby, Towner, Mulhall, Sherwood, and Wolford. They're here to help with your farming and home needs, from agronomy, equipment, energy, farm, and home to gas and snacks. Visit a store near you. Envision Cooperative, Energy, Agronomy, C-Stores. We can do this together at Envision Cooperative. Ryan Family Dealerships has been a trusted name for car buyers in Western North Dakota. Shop their entire inventory at driveryan.com or visit one of their 5 locations in Minot and Williston. Well, the Miners break the pressure, and that is Tucker Keller in the front court, hands it off to Sherrato. They come and double him. In the left corner they go to Benny Sherrato, now back out high to Braylon. Now to Keller. High post Schmidt, he turns, heads down here, baseline Widener. His jumper comes off. Rebound ripped out of there by Nakori Dalen. Here's Bang, angles middle of the floor. Jumper, 16-footer, short. Rebound to Benny Sherrato. He gets it off to Braylon in the front court to Schmidt. And we're going to get a traveling call against the Beulah Miners.
Yeah, a little bit of a collision there when Schmidt goes up to get the catch. A little bit of contact, not enough for the foul. Schmidt goes to the ground, travel on Beulah. Down 15 are the Cowboys. They've cut into this lead. See if they can make a play here with 3.5 to go in the third.
Yep, 41-26, 3:23 to go, third quarter of play. Here's Kling with it, high left side. Kling looks down low to Bang. Oh, nice defense there by Braylon Sherrato. To Benny, now he gets it off to Martin. Martin into the front court. Now Widener. Widener bounce, reverses back, gets in the corner to Tucker Martin. Now to Benny Sherrato. Sherrato has it poked away. And here comes Dalen on the breakout. Oh, he missed it going up. Gets his board and goes up and puts it in.
Yeah, ball just slips out of Dalen's hand going up the first time, but sticks with it and able to knock down the layup, cut it to 13 now.
41-28. Back the other way is Schmidt. Gets it off to Sherrato. Yeah, well, I think I'm putting Braylon Sherrato in the middle of that zone, and Benny Sherrato throws it away.
Yeah, we got 5 points so far this half for the Beulah Miners. Turnovers are really starting to pick up. The pressure is really starting to get to them.
41-28. That ball was tipped, so it's going to stay with the Beulah Miners. 2:36 to go here in the third quarter of play.
19 on the shot clock. Got to make something happen early.
Here's Martin with it. Martin now to Sherrato. Now back out to Martin. They play catch on the left side.
Beulah's got to feel like Kildere's got 6 guys out there against this zone right now.
Martin, left side 3 on the way. Comes off. Weak side rebound. Ripped out of there by Larimer. He gets it off to Nakori Dalen, and the ball
kicked.
It's going to be kicked. It'll go on the baseline for the Cowboys. Here comes Schleppenbach back in. Cale Hansen coming back in. Larimer and Nakori Dalen go out. Long inbound comes out high to Ja'Cory Dalen. Here's Schleppenbach, turns and fires, and he's going to be fouled in the act. And that foul is going to go against Widener. Third personal, third team foul on Widener. Free throws up and good by Schleppenbach.
Pressure's coming here. A lot of substitutions, Killdeer.
Schleppenbach gets them both.
Trying to decide here if Schleppenbach can check back into the game. No time was off the clock, so you have to wait till some time comes off, because if he subbed out during the free throws, he can't come back in. But
well, we got it figured out now.
Nobody's got it tracked, and so Schleppenbach's back in the game.
Well, Beulah needs to get a hoop here as they've been quiet.
Yeah, just 5 points here in the third quarter.
2 minutes to go. Widener.
Cowboys able to cut from that 20-point lead all the way down to 11 now.
Here's Martin. Now Schmidt, top of the key. Now he attacks. Gets downhill. Trying to get something off. Now they get it to Braylon Sherrato.
2 hands on Sherrato there. They're hounding him pretty good. He caught it and ripped, and there's 2 hands placed on his back.
Ja'Cory Dalen gets it called his third personal. Minute 47 to go here. Third quarter of play. They inbound it to Schmidt. Shot clock got reset, so Beulah will have a fresh shot clock. Here's Tucker Martin in the left corner. He attacks. Runner, full floater in the paint. No good. Widener. Oh.
Tucker might turn down the easier shot, the three in the corner, to take that runner and contested runner.
Step through move there. Hansen in the paint. Too strong. Rebound batted out into the hands of Larimer. He thought about a three. Now gets it off to Hansen. 41-30. Now Ja'Cory Dalen. Now down low they go to Larimer. Larimer, oh, that might have been a double dribble. Shot no good. Here's Kling, left side three. Bingo!
Big three from Kling on the pass from the post. All of a sudden we got an 8-point basketball game, and Beal's got to find some offense.
41-33. It's been all Killdeer in this third quarter of play. Here's Braylon Sherrato attacking. Nowhere to go. Now gets it off to Benny Sherrato. Now goes back out to Braylon. Now Martin. Now they go Widener on the left baseline. Now they go Martin. Brings it out between the rings. Now he's going to fake the handoff. Here's Braylon Sherrato. Squares, wide open three, and he falls down and he buries it.
Yeah, great job from Braylon Sherrato setting a screen. Two guys go to Benny Sherrato, and Braylon gets a little bit of room to knock down the three on the right side.
Lead back to 11 at 44-33. 21 seconds, shot clock is off. The Cowboys can play for one. Larimer thought about it. Now he goes, skips it to Dalen. That's Ja'Cory, I stand corrected. Shot in the paint's up and good by Jackson Reese.
Yeah, just doing a really good job right now, the Cowboys, getting the ball inside.
Here's Martin on the buzzer. Oh, and that one comes up short, and that's going to end the third quarter of play as we've got 8 minutes to go in this one on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Beulah 44, Killdeer 35. Back for the final 8 after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Right in front of you, see? The slicer, the meat and cheese. It has a rhythm.
This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh, yeah. The rhythm of the slice. This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh, yeah.
Order for Danny? Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
NODAC Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. NODAC Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
Well, 8 minutes to go in this one. CU takes on DLB for the Consolation Championship, as Killdeer will have the ball to start the fourth and final quarter.
Bealah's really cooled off. 25 points in the first quarter, 11 in the second quarter, and only 8 in the third quarter.
Oh, set play out of the break, and they find Schleppenbach on the backside. He goes up and lays it in.
Yeah, Schleppenbach has 13 now in the game. Lead only to 7.
44-37. There's Martin.
Man-to-man defense now.
And they're going to get a foul on Cooper Bang.
Killdeer did a much better job there in the third quarter of not fouling. Beulah wasn't able to get into the bonus, and Killdeer wasn't, and still had that great pressure the whole time. So good job from the Killdeer Cowboys playing without fouling that third quarter.
Well, Beulah's got to find somebody else to score, too, as they go high post to Schmidt. Widener, he was wide open on the baseline. Now they get it. Braylon Sherrato, left corner three, hits the top of the backboard, comes off. Widener tips it in the hands of Reese. Reese can't hang on to it. Ball's loose. And we're going to have a timeout on the floor as Greg Pruitt gets a quick one. 7:15 to go. Beulah 44, Cowboys 37. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
At any time, to anyone. It's not really something you can schedule on your calendar. But when it happens to you and it's not your fault, there's one law firm to remember. That firm is Schweigert, Clemeen, and McBride. We live here and take pride in helping our community. We know this area inside and out. We put in the work and fight for what's right so justice can prevail for you. That is what we're all about. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clamine, and McBride.
Reminder, we'll have our planning team financial advisor, Shots Crossroads post-game report coming up after this one. Planning team financial advisors helping clients work toward financial freedom, and Shots Crossroads, your post-game headquarters. Order online at shotscrossroads.com. Well, I forgot. We're using the replay. I suppose I better get a replay here in the second half, huh?
Better find that play of the game.
Probably the time to do
Move
it.
of the game.
7-point game, so here we go out of the timeout as Hansen will inbound it for the Cowboys. He does soar to Ja'Cory Dalen. He turns and scores.
Yeah, dominating around the hoop right now. Everything's a paint touch and everything's a bucket for Killdeer. Only a 5-point lead. 7 to go in the fourth quarter for the Beulah Miners.
44-39. 6:59 to play here in the ball game. Martin taps his head, now gets it up to Widener. And they hand it off to Benny Sherrato. He gets a screen, turns the corner, gets in the paint. And they're going to say he's bumped from the backside. Yep.
Yeah, Benny lost his balance there after that bump, and he's either going to have to be a foul or a travel, one of the two.
Cooper Bang comes back in now. 44-39. Inbound, they go to Schmidt. He's bottled up. Sherrato out of the right corner for three. Comes up short. Oh, wow, that's going to be Hansen. Yep.
Yeah, that's a good call. Hansen didn't box out. He just shoved Tucker there on that Tucker Keller on that play. Mistake made, though, by Killdeer. They did not guard Sherrato coming after the entry pass. Got lucky there with him not making that three in the right corner.
Sherrato will trigger it inbounds. Looking for somebody. Goes out high to Widener. Safety valve up top the key. Now he sets a screen for Schmidt. Nothing there for Shane. Now he picks up his bounce. Gets it off to Benson Sherrato. Sherrato on the bounce. Hansen went for the steal. Finds Widener on the baseline. Turns. Shot up and scores.
Yeah, what a play from Benny Sherrato there. Driving left. Whipping the ball around the baseline to a wide open Widener. Widener scores.
And we got a timeout on the floor. 6:23 to go on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Beulah 46, Killdeer 39. Back after this First International Bank and Trust timeout on the floor.
Seek transformation. ServPro's construction program brings both vision and precision. From that very first hammer strike to the final touch of paint, our dedication remains unwavering. It's not just about remodeling, it's about legacy. In Minot and Bismarck, ServPro is your partner in transformation. We don't just build back, we elevate every space.
Hey folks, tournament coverage brought to you in part by Beowulf Golf Club, golfminot.com. You can find them there, and also to Starring Bank and Four Seasons Resort of Garrison. We'll also have our Sport Clips MVP of the game and our Spazic Cetra move of the game after this one. 46-39 our score. 6:22 left to play. Here's Hansen with it. Ooh, he lost it. Ooh, he just barely got it in the front court. Bang, now back to Hansen. Hansen, high right side three on the way, too strong. Rebound run down by Schleppenbach. He goes baseline left, nothing there. Now gets it out to Ja'Cory Dalen. Now bounces it off to Hansen. Hansen now enters it to Ja'Cory on the right wing. Up high, Cooper Bang, around the wheel they go to Ja'Cory. He tries to go inside, runs down the loose ball. Here's Bang on the baseline. He goes up strong and scores.
Yeah, great take from Bang. Good job from Killdeer, chasing down a few loose balls there in order for them to get that layup to cut it back to 5.
46-41, a 5-point lead now for the Miners.
Just no room at all for Sherrato right now.
Nope.
He is absolutely hounded by Dalen.
Shane Schmidt running on the baseline. Ooh, that would have been a great finish by Schmidt. Here comes the Miners in transition. Dalen, shot goes up, he falls down. Now he tries to tie him up, does Ja'Cory Dalen. Here's Benny Sherrato. Gets it off to Martin. And they're swatting it all over the place.
Yeah, Killdeer just hustling to the balls a lot faster than Beulah right now.
And Ja'Cory Dalen finishes it on the other end, 46-43.
Yeah, great hustle play there from the Killdeer Cowboys. Guys on the floor diving for loose balls, and they end up getting it up the head to Dalen for the wide open layup. All of a sudden, we got a 3-point ball game.
46-43 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Beulah needs a hoop. Here's Widener. Here's Schmidt. Schmidt goes baseline, beats his man, reverse layup, up and good.
Great job by Schmidt. Not a great closeout for the Cowboys. Let Schmidt go baseline for the reverse layup. Easy two, and much needed two for the Beulah Miners.
Down low they go to Dalen. That's Ja'Cory. Spins on the baseline. Fall away shot, too strong. Rebound taken away there. Corey Dalen, the putback is up and good.
Yeah, no doubt. That was I thought Braylon Sherrato had that rebound, but just taken out of his hands and bucket for the Cowboys.
48-45. Here's Schmidt again. Schmidt trying to take over. Oh, nice move there. Martin goes and attacks and scores.
Tucker Keller there with the big
Tucker
bucket.
Keller, I stand corrected.
Ball gets inside. Tucker Keller diving from the high post. Gets an open layup on the right side. Good play, good answer from Beulah.
On the other end, bang shot comes off into the hands of Sherrato.
Yeah, 3-car pile up in the middle of the lane.
Steal. Dalen goes up and scores.
Yeah, Dalen absolutely playing his butt off right now. He's got 8 points here in the fourth quarter. Playing physical, playing aggressive, and getting himself to the rim.
And we've got a timeout on the floor. 3:32 to go. Beulah 50, Cowboys 47. Back at this timeout on the PSP Network.
At any time, to anyone. It's not really something you can schedule on your calendar. But when it happens to you and it's not your fault, there's one law firm to remember. That firm is Schweigert, Clemeen, and McBride. We live here and take pride in helping our community. We know this area inside and out. We put in the work and fight for what's right so justice can prevail for you. That is what we're all about. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemeen, and McBride.
Well, once again, the Killdeer Cowboys are climbing back into it, and they just got to try to get over the hump, but they trail it by 3 at 50-47.
Killdeer has not led in this basketball game.
No, they have not. Sherrato on the bounce down the left side, goes up, and he's going to be fouled in the act, is Braylon Sherrato.
Yeah, I like that play coming out of the timeout. Just get the ball in Sherrato's hand, run some cutters by him, some ghost screens. He's able to get to the rim and get bumped.
4 team fouls, and then the other key thing in this right now is Beulah doesn't have any team fouls in this fourth and final quarter.
No, they can be a little more aggressive defensively, especially when it comes to rebound, and do whatever it takes if you're a Miner to get that defensive rebound.
51-47.
Coach is saying, get that ball out of his hands. That's what he just told his players.
Second one is missed, but how about the big rebound by Cooper Martin? He gets it off to Sherrato. Braylon on the bounce. Here's Schmidt. Schmidt, he's going to attack, goes up, and he's going to be fouled, and he will go to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, I like the aggressive nature. Using Braylon Sherrato almost as a decoy there. They're not going to help off him, and Schmidt takes advantage, driving the ball right down the lane and getting fouled.
Well, so now free throw by Schmidt is up and good.
Yeah, Schmidt waking up a little bit here in the fourth quarter.
He has played a good ball game. (52-47). Second one by
Coach Pruitt doing some politicking here with the referee, saying
Schmidt.
5-0 on the foul count. It's not really realistic, he said.
52-47. Down low they go. Larimer, he bounces it off his foot into the hands of Cooper Bang. Bang now gets it off to Larimer. Larimer turns, gets downhill, leans in, shot up. Oh, they're going to get a blocking foul. Is going to be called there on Cooper Martin.
Yeah, Cooper Martin was there, but just kind of didn't move his feet a little late to the side and didn't take that charge as cleanly as he needed to. Larimer trying to go to the line here for his first buckets of the game.
Free throws up and good there for Trey Larimer. 52-48 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Widener comes back in the ball game as Larimer will have another one. Sets and delivers. Short. And the rebound comes into the hands of Martin. Now Martin bodied up near the timeline. Now he hands it off to Sherrato. 2.5 to go in the ball game.
Sherrato going to play one-on-one here. Is he going to look to pass? Double team came at him.
Yeah, right there. Now you got attack. Here's Widener. Here's Schmidt. Schmidt on the bounce. Now brings it back out high. 10 to shoot. Now Schmidt attacks. Gets down to the baseline. Jump stop. Nope, and we're going to get a traveling call against Schmidt.
Yeah, just a little out of control on that drive. Schmidt's got a lot of room to drive right now. They aren't leaving Sherrato's shorts, and Benny's getting the same, both Sherratos are getting the same pressure up on the perimeter, so there's some lanes to drive if they can just get in there under control.
2:10 to go in the ball game, 52-48. Here's Cooper Bang out high right side.
Those just listening, Kildare was down 20 at halftime.
Straightaway three, that one rolls off for Kling. Boy, he was big last night,
Yeah.
Couldn't convert there.
Big rebound for Benny Sherrato, smallest guy on the floor with a great box out and secures the rebound.
Baseline Martin drops it in the paint to Schmidt, shot fake, works. Oh, they wanted a foul there. Schmidt, shot fake, gets in the lane. Little teardrops up and good for Schmidt.
Yeah, good basketball from Schmidt there. He had a wide open layup when his defender fell down. Didn't see it, but ends up getting back there anyway.
Well, there's another one. We got a timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. First National Bank and Trust timeout. Minute 38 to go. Beulah 54. 48 back after this timeout on the PSP network.
Why not seek transformation? ServPro's construction program brings both vision and precision. From that very first hammer strike to the final touch of paint, our dedication remains unwavering. It's not just about remodeling. It's about legacy. In Minot and Bismarck, ServPro is your partner in transformation. We don't just build back. We elevate every space.
Six-point lead for the Miners with 1:34 to play. Pressure in the backcourt. Oh, here's a steal by Braylon Sherrato. He gets it off to Benny Sherrato. Now gets it off to Braylon. Braylon attacks, gets in the lane, dumps down low. Schmidt, shot fake, goes, oh, nice block by Schleppenbach.
What a block by Schleppenbach. That
Here's
looked like a wide open layup.
Bang, here's Reese on the other end, layup and got it.
Yeah, good job getting that bucket, getting that block, getting it down the floor, and Reese with a wide open layup. All of a sudden we have a 4-point game, 1:11 left. What a recovery block shot there for the Kildare Cowboys. Widener looked like he has having a wide open layup.
It's just a short timeout. We'll keep it right here. 1:11 left to play. 54-50. Beulah leads with 1:11 left to go in the ball game.
Going to come down to handling the basketball if you're the Miners. Play without turning it over. And then if you do get bumped or blocked, make your free throws. If you get the chance, go to the free throw line.
Shane Schmidt at 7. He's got 12 in the ball game. What a second half he's played for the Beulah Miners, the 6-foot junior.
Got to find a guy. Got to get somebody open.
Yep, and they find Schmidt off the inbounds. He gets it off to Braylon Sherrato.
Yeah, nice job from Schmidt, just finding a way to get open, sprinting from the half-court line.
Now they get it in Sherrato's hand. 1 minute to go. Here comes the double team. Now they get it to Schmidt. Schmidt, he's going to attack, and there's going to be a foul call that's going to go against Cale Hansen, his third. And now Beulah is going to have to make some free throws to try and ice this one away as they lead at 54-50 on the BNC Bank scoreboard.
Yeah, good job of controlling the trap there, Sherrato to Schmidt. Schmidt was able to just kind of find his crease and get fouled.
Free throw by Shane is up and good. 55-50. He will have one more, will Shane Schmidt. Toes, sets, delivers, and that one rolls off for Shane.
Yeah, and right there, foul on Beulah. Guarding Cooper Martin, trying to keep up with his defender, got on his hip and bumped the Killdeer player out of bounds.
Second team foul, so 52.9 to play, 55-50. Beulah leads it. They get it into Cooper. Bang, bang, turns the corner, goes downhill, loses it out of bounds as
kind of a collision on the post, no call. Ends up being a turnover on Killdeer.
There's Martin, now to Benny Shirato, and they're going to get a foul.
Benny will go to the line here to shoot 2. He's got 10 points in the game, hasn't scored in the second half.
No, so Benny Shirato will toe the Serve Pro free throw line with 43.8 to play.
Yeah, both of these would be huge, stretch it to a 3-possession game.
Free throw's up and good for Benny.
5'9", ninth grader, averaging 10 points a game, stepping up to the line here to see if he can't finish this game.
56-50. Got them both. 57-50.
Big free throws right there for the Miners.
Here's Hansen with it. Hansen gets downhill on the right side, pulls up, shot rolls off, rebound, put back up and in by Reese.
Yeah, nice job from Reese getting the offensive rebound bucket there. 20 seconds left. You have to make free throws if you're the Miners.
Yep, 57-52. So to the Serve Pro free throw line will be Tucker Keller. .8 left to play. Tucker Keller toes the Serve Pro free throw line. Keller's free throw is good. 58-52.
Yeah, good job making free throws here down the stretch. That's 3 in a row that the Miners have been able to make. And I jinxed him.
Misses that one.
Need a 3-pointer.
Brandon Shirato wanted a timeout, too, had he made that. And then they're going to get a foul on Braylon Shirato, and that's his third, but it's only the team's.
Yeah, not a big deal, though. They still have 1 to give. So just kind of burning some clock here if you're the Miners. Play aggressively. Don't worry about fouling.
As Brandon Shirato wants to talk things over here. His team leads by 6. 15.6 to go. 58-52. Beulah back after this timeout on the PSP network.
And invested wisely. Whether it's paying for a child's education, taking the family trip you've dreamed of, giving back to the community, or funding a confident retirement, we can help you reach your goals. We are passionate about helping you make smart decisions about your spending and saving so you can feel confident about the future while enjoying life today. Together, we can design a personalized plan that takes into account your short and long-term needs and wants, but is flexible enough to adjust as your life changes.
As pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
All right, here we go. 58-52, 15.6 to play at the inbound. Cooper Bang.
Yeah, not a problem there.
Yep, they're going to get the foul there. Is going to go against Tate Jordan. So now that's the 4th team foul, and now here comes Braylon Shirato back in.
Yeah, no big deal there. Fouling him on the ground, had 1 to burn, waste 2 or 3 seconds. Now play solid defense here.
58-52, here's Reese. He's going to fire a long 3, rolls off, rebound into the hands of Benny Shirato. Here's a takeaway. Shot goes up, no good. 2 seconds, 1 second, and 6/10 left. And the Beulah Miners are going to win the consolation semifinal game. And there's your final horn. The Beulah Miners win it 58-52, and that'll take us to our planning team financial advisors, Shots Crossroads post-game report. Planning team financial advisors, whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. Visit us online at planningteam.com. And Shots Crossroads get filled up with a delicious menu that includes the famous number 99. Order online at shotscrossroads.com. Team buses are always welcome. TODD DOMRES has made his way down to the playing floor. I think he's going to get a few words with Brandon Sherrato.
Braylon.
No, Brandon, the head coach.
Oh, Brandon, my fault.
Just slow your roll there, big fella. Slow down.
Coach Sherrato pretty pumped up now.
He's jacked up.
He might have broke Todd's hand on that handshake.
Hey, thanks a lot, guys. Hey, he's jacked up down here. Hey, a regional opponent, a grudge match, and you get a W at the State A. That feels good.
It feels great. And, I mean, when you got to come back and play a regional opponent and a grudge match, you're a little sick about it. And I was. But then and I knew that was going to happen that second half. I told the guys, they're too good. This is not going to be what you think it is. You're begging and pleading with these guys. Stack plays together, and we're young, and you've seen it, and the youth showed up there where it was getting a little bit dicey, but I mean, this is great for them. You know what I mean? And that's what this state tournament was for us. We knew, we're young. We bring almost everybody back. Let's go through this. Let's get better, and let's fuel it for the off season.
What was the mindset coming in? You guys got off to a flying start today.
Well, when they went zone and we hit a couple shots, that was the key, but you just never know if that's going to happen. I mean, I didn't expect that. To be honest with you, I figured there'd be some triangle and two or some junk, because that's usually what we get out of them, and probably Braylon would get, we'd have to run him off stuff to get him the ball. Well, we got some good looks, and then the guys made some shots, changed things, but, they're kids, you never know. Sometimes it goes through, sometimes it don't, and it did, so that helped us. We needed every one of them, man.
Are you tired after a game?
I'm tired after a game.
Great win today, Coach.
I appreciate it.
We'll see you tomorrow. All right, let's bring in Braylon. Oh, man, the old man, I asked him if he's tired after a game because he puts his heart and soul into it. Talk about the W today. That had to feel good against a regional opponent.
Yeah, it feels really good. We went into halftime, and Coach like, they're going to make a run, and we're sitting there. We're not going to let them make a run. No, they're not going to make a run. And they made a run, and they got us a little bit scared, but down in the end of the game, we kept our composure, and I thought that we made just enough plays to pull this one off, and I'm proud of my guys.
Yeah, you guys should be proud, and that was a personal game. It was kind of like a grudge
100%,
match.
100%. They don't like us, we don't like them, and we a little bit extra emotions when we play those guys. I know they really wanted to beat us, and we think that, I know what we lost last year, and they had everyone back, but we kind of just, all year long we didn't care what people thought about us. We didn't care what people said. We just went out and played hard, and that's what happens. Last 2 nights we've poured everything we got onto this court, and I'm just proud of our boys for what we've done.
One last question for you, Braylon. You and your brother work so hard. I mean, to get shots, to create shots, to make things happen. Talk about the work that you have to put in to be able to be in a condition, to be able to put that kind of effort in on a game in and game out basis.
Well, early in the year, Benny was struggling a little bit, and it kind of hurt us because, it was like, who's going to step up? Teams could try to take me out, and then we'd be like, how are we going to score? But he's came on, like, he's got red hot. We played Killdeer. It was a stretch. We had a bunch of region games, and he was averaging, he's getting like 20 a night, and it's like, guys, you gotta account for both of us, and now we're both getting face guarded. It's kind of funny, but, I think that we work hard, a lot of hours that people don't see, and I think that, you get out here on this big stage, and I like to think it's been paying off for us.
Dang right, it paid off today. Great game today.
I appreciate you. Thank you, guys.
You bet. Good words down here from the Sherrato boys. Back over to you guys.
Hey, great words. Now let's add a third one. It's the law firm of Sherrato, and Sherrato, as the Beulah Miners win this one here today by a score of 58-52. As our planning team financial advisor, Shots Crossroads post-game report rolls on with more after this timeout on the PSP Network.
the nuances of cutting men's hair.
Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here.
That's the spot. Right there, huh? Sport clips.
Good athletes going at each other right now.
Down to 5.
Understand the nuances of cutting men's hair.
Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here.
That's the spot. Right there, huh? Sport clips. The pros in men's hair.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA Civic. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Welcome back to the Bismarck Event Center and our planning team financial advisor, Shots Crossroads post-game report as Consolation semifinal game number 2 has gone final, and the Beulah Miners win it 58-52. For a look at the final individual and team numbers, here's Joe.
Yeah, Beulah led this one wire to wire. Had a 20-point halftime lead, cut all the way down to 3, but just not enough. Killdeer with a great second half, but came up just a little short today. They shot 33% from the field. They were 47% in the second half, however. They only made 2 threes at 12%, and when they knocked down 8 of their 10 free throws. They were led in scoring today by Cooper's Bangs, 17 points. He also added 2 steals. They got 13 points and 5 rebounds out of Owen Schleppenbach. Nice night for him. Ja'Cory Dalen, had 10 points and 11 rebounds, 4 steals. He had 7 offensive rebounds. 7 of his 11 rebounds were on the offensive rebound side. 6 points for Jackson Reese, 3 points from Chase Kling, 2 points for Nakori Dalen, and 1 point and 6 rebounds for Trey Lemire. For the Beulah Miners, they shot 48% from the field, 58 in the first half, 37 in the second. They also knocked down 7 3-pointers at 41% and knocked down 17 of their 25 free throws for 68%. They were led today by Braylon Shirado's 21 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 steals. They got 13 points out of Shane Schmidt. He also added 3 assists in the game. 12 points and 3 assists for Benny Shirado. 6 points for Tucker Keller, 6 points and 5 rebounds for Mr. Philip Widener. Big numbers today, 40 rebounds to just 28 rebounds. The Killdeer Cowboys won that advantage thanks in part to the 20 offensive rebounds that they had. Second chance points for Killdeer was 18-7. We talked about that at halftime. That was 13 second chance points that the Killdeer Cowboys have to get them back into this game. But it was just not enough.
Yeah, then
the Beulah Miners win by
Then you look
6.
at the 3-point points,
Yeah.
21-6. And last night, I think it was Chase Kling. I think he had a 12 on his own last night in that comeback. So
yeah,
just a little too short here for the Killdeer Cowboys. Well, Joe, we've got to give out our Spas Etc. move of the game. A family-owned business with over 22 years of experience providing top-notch spa, hot tub, sauna, and tanning bed sales and installation services. They also offer an extensive selection of billiard tables and gazebos to the Bismarck, North Dakota area since our establishment in 2001. They've been committed to delivering exceptional customer service and building lasting relationships with their valued customers. Well, Joe, I tell you, it was the Shirado and Shirado show today, but I thought Shane Schmidt really stepped up. And here late in that fourth quarter, Shane Schmidt, you'll hear it right here with a big hoop for the Beulah Miners. To Schmidt, shot fake works. Oh, they wanted a foul there. Schmidt, shot fake, gets in the lane. Little teardrops up and good for Schmidt.
Yeah, good basketball.
Baseline, Martin drops it in the. And Shane Schmidt gets our Spas Etc. move of the game. And now, Joe, we got to give out our Sport Clips MVP of the game. Sport Clips is the home of the MVP haircut experience. I think I'm close to making you feel like an MVP. Quite like the MVP experience at Sport Clips. That Sport Clips game MVP as well. I think we had a little chat with him.
Yeah, Braylon Shirado had a really good basketball game, and he came out hot, knocking down all those 3-pointers in the first half. He knocked down 4 of them in the first half, but was able to really compose himself there late, knock down some free throws in the second half, hit another 3. Braylon Shirado just had an all-around game, and not only didn't he might not have scored much in the second half, but Killdeer basically took 2 guys on him and just completely shut the door. So it allowed other players to make plays because of the concentration and focus they had to put on Braylon.
Well, that's going to do it for the afternoon session. As we will be back on the air with you tonight, right around 6:15. Again, that will be on a different stream as this stream will get ended. So you got to go back onto the PSP network, like and follow us on all of our social media platforms. And tune us in for semifinal night tonight at 6:30. It'll be Devils Lake and Shiloh, followed by Kindred and Thompson. And we want to thank all of our sponsors this afternoon, as we do each and every time, and also to those you see throughout the broadcast. Without those folks, it would not be possible. Repeating our final scores here this afternoon. DLB wins at 51-45 over Wahpeton in a game that just went final. Beulah 58-52. For Joe KITTELL, Todd DOMRES, Scott WOODMANSEE, until tonight, so long from the Bismarck Event Center.